It's the stuntman, and this is my couch. Check this out. It's got a toilet right here. Now, let me show you my Jenkem lab. Whoa, that's the stuff.
Movie news, wax, and more hardcore. Wild stories you've not heard before. Echoes through the air, they roar. Unleash the beast, let your spirit soar. Fists in the air, the crowds ablaze. Moments that seal the mundane taste. No fear, no hold in this maze. Reach the peak of these wild days. It lives, Friday night lives. You die, but Friday night lives. Hosted by Deadbeat Radio. Stuntman Mark and Rambo Rap.
I'd like to take this time just to tell you to eat my ass.
Fists in the air, the crowds ablaze. Moments that steal the mundane taste. No fear, no hold in this maze. Reach the peak of these wild days. It lives, Friday night lives. You die, but Friday night lives. Hosted by Deadbeat Radio. Stuntman Mark and Rambo Rap.
Where does he put the gasoline in his computer at, Mark? He's having problems.
In the gas tank.
There's a gas tank in that computer. What kind of computer you telling him to buy? He's all confused.
Yeah, hold on. I'm texting him right
Poor
now.
fella. He sent me a text message and was like, "Hey, can you start this? Because I don't know what's going on here. I can't get
Yeah, he
this to
told
pull
us.
up."
I'm like, Mark and I can't do that.
No. Which, I mean, if you guys, I was thinking, because in a couple of weeks we're going to be in Pittsburgh, so we'll have to figure out a way. If you guys want, you can still do a show and it'll air on everybody's channel. I think we can hook Mark up with the StreamYard deal. I think he does that, right, Mark?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So, Mark, what happened? You held to Uncle Bill's equipment. Were you too loose? Were you too gripping it too tight? What do you do to his equipment that he's not able to be here today?
I don't know. Last time I talked to him, everything was good, and that
I
was.
told you, you gotta when you're handling the equipment, you gotta be loose. You can't be too tight.
I talked to him yesterday. Everything was fine. But
That's why he needed a laptop, man. It's just too complicated. All these wires running from one thing to another,
Isn't that many wires?
Well, you got to think with a laptop, you don't have any wires, right? It's all in one.
yeah, it's true.
So he's like, oh, I got to plug this mouse thing in. The hell's that? But it'll be good for him. Well, maybe at some point tonight he'll have it figured out to at least come on here and see how it goes. I mean, we'd have some hope then, maybe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Uncle Bill, don't be playing the Oregon Trail or something while you're supposed to be over here. So
Yeah, and fucking rot from dysentery or whatever the hell it said at the end of that.
But how's everyone in the chat doing tonight? How you doing, CK? I know you had a stream the other night. Did a great job with that. Talked about what was going on in the world of physical media, and you talked about the new labels like Toy Robot and etc.
Yeah, are you excited about that? Are you a big fan of the Masters of the Universe movie, the Dolph Lundgren movie?
No. Like, even as a kid, I'm like, I watched He-Man from time to time, and I love Dolph Lundgren, but man, they had no money.
No, well, that's the thing. Like, there's a handful of movies when I was a kid that I can remember thinking it sucked, even as a kid, and that's one of them. Garbage Pail Kids, I think, was another one.
Oh God,
There
yeah,
weren't
that's
many. Maybe Mac and Me. I thought it kind of sucked when I saw it as a kid. But yeah, I don't know what the deal is with because the rumor was Vinegar Syndrome was going to do it, and I think that somebody had reported it online or whatever. But this new sub label from Arrow Video is coming along, and I guess that's going to be like their flagship release. As odd as it seems. And I mean, it's one of those movies that'll probably benefit from 4K. It'll probably look good. Did you hear that Dolph Lundgren is in the new Masters of the Universe movie, though? I had heard that he's got a cameo in it or something.
Yeah, I just saw an interview because he's making the rounds. There's one called Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum, a lot of other, where he talked about he kind of accidentally spilled the beans, and that's cool. I mean, I don't
So
know.
they're
about
going
the
to
new
try to
He-Man.
connect them, kind of, or
I think it's just sort of a passing of the torch in a weird way. They do that a lot in some of these movies. I mean, we'll see how it goes.
it's a cool nod, I guess. Although that movie even considered a cult classic these days? I don't think it is. Oddly enough. I mean, is there a big fan base for it?
There's people that remember it. I'll give you that. For good or bad, that's up to them, but people do remember it. I think there were probably a bunch of kids who did like it without even knowing He-Man what it was, but I mean, hell. Compare some of the stuff Vinegar Syndrome releases, I guess that would make more sense. I never knew there was a preview cut. I mean, that's kind of interesting because I've never seen that cut before. I don't know if I would buy it still, but I'd be intrigued to see what's new about it.
I like this one right here. IT problems are a disease, and Stuntman Mark is the cure.
That's right.
Apparently not, because he's not here yet.
Well, he's on his way. We've got everything worked out so far. Yeah, so he should be on pretty soon.
Yeah,
He
just
said
needs
everybody needs to chill.
a couple more wires connecting here, and he's going to make sure he turns his Wi-Fi on the computer. Make sure it gets connected.
He's busy watching Congo. Don't fucking lie. I know you're a secret fan.
He's going to make sure his profile's loaded up on that one site that caused his other computer to crash. Can't talk about it on here, but you know what we're talking about.
He's making sure that the Congo poster is his backdrop for his computer. I guarantee it, right, Mark? Guarantee it. Got the monkey talking and everything. Talking to him.
That's right.
Say hi. Welcome to
Now,
the new computer.
Matt, I know that you're a few years younger than me. Were you too young for when I guess the Masters Universe figures and stuff was already pretty much done by the time you were old enough to, or do you remember those?
I remember those. I had a few of them. I wish I'd remember. It was someone that had like their faces would change, like 2 or 3 faces they had.
Man-E faces.
Was that the name of it?
Man-E faces. Yep. Those figures had some of the stupidest fucking names, but some of them are great, like Fisto. I mean, hell, how could you not like Fisto?
Of course. Is that something that you liked as a kid, but nowadays you kind of grown at, or do you still have a semblance of care for that old stuff of He-Man and stuff?
The cartoons are pretty awful to watch nowadays. I mean, it's nostalgic to a point. Like, I can watch the He-Man and She-Ra Christmas special. I watch it every couple of years. But yeah, the show itself is pretty rough. Like, I put my parents through pure hell back in the day. And the funny thing about the cartoon is eventually I think the cartoon was out after the toys. The toys, it started with the figures in like the early 80s. And then it almost seemed like the cartoon was used to like sell the figures, kind of like they would make new characters up and shit. And then they would have, that way they could have more toys. But yeah, I had a ton of that stuff when I was a kid, man. Like all the little vehicles, and I had the Castle Grayskull, of course, Snake Mountain, and what was the bone thing that held all of your figures? Do you remember that? Like the dinosaur? I had that.
I
Slime pit.
I couldn't even tell you that. I never had that.
What's interesting is with that line of Masters Universal Origins, they've remade almost everything. I don't think there's much of anything left from that original figure line that they haven't done. There may be a couple, but not many. They've remade like all of the figures and the vehicles and all kinds of stuff. It's insane.
Yeah, but that was definitely a common thing where whether it be G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles, He-Man, it was always we have the toys were the big selling point, and we have a cartoon as a big advertisement. Like for example, the Ninja Turtles, that was only supposed to be a 5-episode or so cartoon because it was only to sell the action figures. Because it was so successful, then it became a 10-season show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always due to marketing of the toys. Same with Transformers. That's not really a thing nowadays with kids. I don't think kids really have any.
I think after the kid gets 4 or 5 years old, they start fooling around with the iPad, right? That's replaced most of all the toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. It's weird. As a kid, I never would have thought to have something like that.
Well,
a lot
of the toys nowadays, if you look, are for adults.
Well, yeah.
That's true.
Like the wrestling figures and shit, mostly adults buy that shit.
Yeah.
And then they remake all the old figures, like they did the real Ghostbusters figures again. They remade those. Ninja Turtles. They've remade a ton of G.I. Joe figures. Pretty much everything, man. No, there's no new ideas anymore. It's just let's remake all this stuff from 40 plus years ago.
Oh, definitely. Mark, real quickly, you should be happy. The new Star Wars film bombed. We know you love Star Wars. You should
Good.
celebrate that.
I don't
Unfortunately,
even know what the new film was.
it's not going to stop them from making more. So, yeah.
So
What
Mark's
is the new
still
Star
not
Wars
happy.
movie?
Mandalorian and Grogu's based on a TV show that was on a couple years ago. So it's a bounty hunter and a baby Yoda.
Oh.
And no one saw it. No one cared.
Well,
I was
Baby
telling you
Yoda
before
was
in the chat last night that won the Backrooms, which I didn't know. I knew a little bit about. It's a new horror movie.
Mhm.
It made like $10 million in just the previews alone. And there's word they'll make from 50 to 70 million opening weekend.
Wow.
That's a new horror film based on what like a YouTube bunch of videos and stuff.
Yeah, Crater had sent me a message and said that they had saw it this afternoon, but I don't know anything about it, so
Yeah.
that's the crazy thing is the way that, and it's kind of interesting and fun though that a lot of these smaller independent movies are, I guess with the technology now, they can have wider releases. It's a lot, more affordable for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've mentioned Obsession. A lot of people in my chat and your chat mentioned Hokum. A lot of these kind of smaller horror films are popping up, which is nice because it's not just remakes or sequels or such. So,
Yeah.
that's at least intriguing.
Yeah. It's interesting too, man, because like if you really look at the formula now, if you've got a good setup, Mark, wouldn't you agree that, like, if anything, you're going to at least match the theatrical experience at home?
Yeah,
It's
depending
pretty
on your
close.
setup, you can get pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, whereas back in the day, that was impossible. Like, it was a big event going to a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So maybe we'll see more mainstream stuff, like, kind of debut at home, and then, like, the independents will have more of a spot in the theater. Like, that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the only thing you can't really replicate is like the collective experience with the audience. And CK, you've mentioned before, I think it was Freddy versus Jason or the Friday remake, one of those where it's a great like theatrical experience. Movie, not so much maybe, but just the atmosphere. It's fun.
Definitely improves on the. I think Garrett was even talking about, because initially he saw whatever that last Evil Dead movie was, Evil Dead Burn.
Rise.
Is that it? Evil Dead Rise. And they really put that movie over initially because of the crowd experience and everything, right? And then he goes back and watches it by himself, and he's like, "Oh, damn!" So the crowd can definitely improve the experience quite a bit for movies like that, especially like really gory movies. The reactions, the Friday the 13th movies too, like those are always a blast to see with a crowd of people.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing I wonder, since, and I haven't seen the movies, but just based on the success, a few months ago there was that film called Iron Lung. Now you have the Back Rooms. Early you had, I think, Talk to Me. I believe the guys who made that were YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like YouTube is going to be more of a basis that people go from that to making these horror films that will get into theaters and find success. So it seems like maybe that will be like a new festing pot for these horror ideas. And it seems like they're getting more and more popular because YouTube, I mean, it makes sense. A lot of people watch YouTube more than cable or anything in between. So if you have like a big fan base, or if you have a big, a small video that hits, you could create that into pretty big success if you market it right and curtail it right. And it seems like more will be coming from that front in the future.
Yeah, I know. Obsession, like that movie, has made almost 100 times its budget at this point, which is insane. Like, it was like made for less than $1 million, and last weekend I think it was over 75 million, and that was last weekend. So word of mouth, it keeps making more and more money. Regardless if it's any good or not, I mean, that's awesome for that guy, but his next movie is a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. And I feel sorry for him. That's, I mean, I'm sure he'll make a lot of money, but that's like death right there. Can't do it,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we saw in the early, or I guess mid 2000s, with a lot of the guys that were filmmakers. They didn't come from YouTube, but look at all those guys where they did like original stuff, and then the studios offer them these big franchise movies, like Alex Aja, for example. Hey, remake Hills Have Eyes. I mean, that didn't quite cripple his career or anything, but
well, look at what he did after that, though. Not much.
I mean, yeah, Piranha was pretty fun. His film Crawl was good.
I thought Crawl was pretty good.
Yeah,
Crawl.
Yeah,
it definitely put a halt on the creativity of his career, though, at that point. And the same thing with like Rob Zombie too.
Yeah, he's another
when he did the Halloween movie, that was it. I really felt that was it for him.
I mean, at least in his case, do you think that he probably shot his best shot with House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects, regardless of Halloween?
Yeah. I honestly, like, even though the movie still has a lot of problems, House of a Thousand Corpses was like, when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's a Rob Zombie movie. I mean, it had elements from other stuff, but like that was a pretty original concept overall, and the characters and everything were great. And he really developed that family and everything, and even continuing on to the Devil's Rejects, which I don't think has aged as well as Corpses, but they're both great movies. They're well done. And there are aspects of the Halloween movie, looking back at it now, especially since those David Gordon Green movies came out, that I can kind of appreciate. I mean, that movie definitely had some issues and everything, for sure. But yeah, parts of it I've warmed up to a little bit. Mainly the first half of it.
Fucking garbage. Fucking garbage movie. I still hate that movie. It's still fucking garbage.
I do. I can't watch it hardly, but what did he do after what was directly after Rob Zombie's Halloween though? I'm trying to think.
I think part 2, wasn't it?
Okay,
Because that was 2009. So it was pretty close.
And
right
then it would have been the Witch movie, Lords of Salem. Which
I mean,
honestly,
I guess
like,
you could count Super Beasto as well.
yeah, I could have got that for like 15 cents at a couple weeks ago in Tennessee, and I didn't. So
Chose to save that 15 cents.
that just tells you there's like probably 3% of the stock was left in that store, and the Haunted World of El Super Beasto was one of those. They were like selling shit for nothing. Lords of Salem, what do you guys think of that one, though? That's kind of one that nobody talks about.
In all fairness, I don't remember much about it. I've only seen it one time.
Interesting imagery, and it definitely has his own style and his own look all over it, that's for sure. But narratively speaking, it's not the best. It definitely feels like he's trying to rip off a lot of Euro 70s cinema of that kind of subgenre. I mean, I don't know. It's there. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. But I could say that probably about like all of his stuff. So, I mean,
What was the name of the one he did that he tried to like rip off the Running Man?
31? Is that what you're talking about?
Dog shit.
It's got the little midget Hitler in it.
Yeah.
Jesus
Of course
Christ.
it does.
I've never finished that movie. I've tried to watch it a couple of different times. And then it always, like, I don't know, there's a certain point in it, in that movie, where, like, you're not even halfway through it, and I'm just like, well, I'm good. I don't. Yeah. And that was completely him, because that was fan funded, right? That 31. I think it was like a fan funded project. So he didn't have anybody to answer to for that.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then what was after 31, since we're talking about Rob Zombie's trash?
All I know, it eventually got to the Monsters.
But yeah, his career, like the Monsters, I guess, I don't know. There's people that they did backflips in their own shit. They were so excited to see that movie. Commoners is what they called them back in the day. Who said that? Bobby Heenan? Is he the one that said that? It was a wrestling term.
I think so.
Yeah.
Has he done a film?
Ham and
since?
Eggers. There you go. That's what I was thinking of. What is it?
Has he done a film since Monsters?
No,
No.
that was his last one. I think 3 from Hell was in between 31 and
God
Monsters.
damn. Oh, man. The
Yeah, that's kind of
Monsters.
just sad because Sid Haig was so sick. You could tell he was on his
Yeah.
last.
Yeah, and that was one of those movies too where they couldn't hardly even give that movie away. You remember, like, it was like $4.88 on Blu-ray or whatever
Yeah.
at Walmart, and they've had it on Amazon for like the 4K was like $8 or something. The thing about the Monsters that I remember, and I'm never rewatching that movie again. I don't even want to call it a movie. there's no plot to it. There's really not like you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Like the basic idea of the movie is like a prequel to the show. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, that could be kind of interesting, but with not Rob Zombie doing it.
It just looked really, really cheap too. It looked like it had no money behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll ask CK this because Uncle Bill has answered this throughout since Rob Zombie was brought up.
Mm-hmm.
Which director do you prefer, Rob Zombie or Eli Roth?
Oh man, that's tough.
Well, there you go. That's the point.
What did Uncle Bill say? Just out of curiosity, I can't remember.
I think he would have said Rob Zombie. Just I think. I know he said Adam Green was worse.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Adam Green has only made one movie that was good. I think that would have been Frozen, right? Did he do anything else?
Digging Up the Marrow, wasn't that his?
I've never seen that. Eli Roth has actually done some movies that I thought were okay. Like the Death Wish movie was okay.
Yeah.
I didn't mind. Oh God, what's the fucking name of it with Keanu Reeves?
Knock
Knock
Knock.
knock.
I actually didn't mind that. I was kind of like, it's stupid, of course. I think it's supposed to be stupid. It's tongue in cheek and everything.
Yeah.
I can forgive everything in that movie because of those two girls that's in it. Like, that's worth watching.
And of course, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving was okay. And honestly, like looking back, it's still a shitty movie, but Cabin Fever is, compared to everything else that he did, it's probably the best of, like, I like it way better than those Hostel movies. And then he's doing the Ice Cream Man coming up.
Yeah, what do you think about that one?
That's more his speed. I think he can work with that. But yeah, Rob Zombie, as far as quality of the first two movies, like I would probably give him he's slightly ahead. But everything else really since those two movies has not been that great to being just downright terrible, actually, some of it.
So based on the first two films, you would say Rob, but the whole Damn career, you probably say Eli Roth.
I mean, we've warmed more up to like his newer stuff. It seems like he may be improving a little bit. Or just going with like, slasher movies and more can't miss sort of.
You see, Uncle Bill, you fucked up. We got Eli Roth praise going on Dead Pit. That's what happens.
Well, he is
Eli
doing.
Roth Fan Appreciation Week.
He could be doing some press for the Ice Cream Man. So trying to play nice for at least the next couple months. Yeah.
Eli, if you ever see this, do it. These guys
15 minutes, 20 minutes tops. We've
They're
tried
very
so
professional.
hard. We have tried so hard to make that happen, man. But we'll see. I just think, like I was telling Uncle Bill, if we could get 15, 20 minutes with him, that would be enough. I'd be fine with that. Just that, like, it's like 20 years of this thing. I think it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it's full circle moment for sure.
Well, that's why we had to meet him when he did that show in Cincinnati a couple years ago. I was like, yeah, we can't miss that. I hated that experience as far as just the amount of people and everything that was there. I'm not a convention guy anymore, but yeah, that we had to do that. Felt compelled. Where the fuck is Uncle Bill at, man? What the hell's he doing? Any updates?
Let me check.
I've heard nothing back.
I'm gonna check.
Last time was it's gonna be a minute, and that was half an hour ago. So
Jury the Metalhead, man. I think that'd be an interesting conversation with Mr. Roth. We did put over Thanksgiving. You can't say that we're straight out haters.
Yeah. Yeah, and Death Wish was okay, and I forget what the other movie I was thinking. I don't think of the movie, but anyway.
They did a big box set for those cabin fever movies. I think we're going to be reviewing that at some point in the I don't know if it's going to be the near future. It just depends on Uncle Bill's computer.
So you were sent that?
Yeah, man. Like Imprint is sending like pretty much everything that we request, which is crazy.
Yeah, you talked about Imprint a few times, and I do agree that just watching you unbox them, talk about them, whether you like or dislike the movie, Silent Night, Deadly Night, they did the keep, right? That keep set.
Big keep set, yeah.
What are 2 films that you would like to see them do in that fashion? 2 films that you go, you know what, I like to see the Imprint treatment.
Madman.
As they do.
Honestly, like I think Madman has gotten some good releases, like physical media wise. They got the Arrow set in the UK, Vinegar Syndrome. I love that fucking transfer for the Vinegar Syndrome 4K. I don't know if Mark, if you've watched it. Like to me, it's like
it is good.
You own the 35mm movie to watch at home. It's pretty much what it looks like.
Yeah.
I would say the Phantasm box set. If they were to do, I just want the 4 Phantasm movies. Fuck the 5th one. I don't even want to use that as a coaster. I would rather ruin my furniture and set like a wet drink on it or something than that piece of shit. But Phantasm would be a great one. What's another one that they haven't? I know Felcher mentioned, because I talk about this movie an awful lot, Fortress. I mean, I don't know if they would do a big set like that for it, but that one's never been remastered or anything. So I would love to see them do. And that it's an Australian movie, so it kind of makes sense. But they did a Halloween set, and people are buying that. Man, what the fuck are wrong with people? Like, I love the Halloween movies, but Jesus Christ, we have enough Halloween editions. Come on. Oh my God.
Now that wasn't the set. That was the steel book with the pumpkin that they. Was that a different group? With
it
like
was originally going to be the pumpkin, but for some reason they couldn't do it.
Cost too much or something. Maybe they thought it'd be easily broken.
That's what I think it was. Yeah, I think that they probably got some test runs of it made, and they're like, "Well, this shit will never make it out of the country in one piece."
Well, what was it? The other company that had the Kathy's curse with was the eyes, or something like that kept screwing up.
That was Severin Films, I think. Yeah, because they eventually, what they did is they took it off there and then they sold it later on as like scratch and dent, which the boxes themselves are in perfect condition. It's just the eyes don't work. Uncle Bill's installing Windows 95. What it is.
So I'm curious, when a company does that with a physical accoutrement, what was your favorite that was you got successfully without being broken? Like whether it be like I did Kathy's curse, they did with the eyes, Halloween they would have done with the pumpkin. What's an accessory of a physical release that you go, okay, they did that right. It arrived well. It was decent condition. Is there one that pops in your head that you go, wow?
Yeah, the Anchor Bay UK did, again, going back to Phantasm, they did that Sphere edition back in the day. And the packaging on that was, I mean, it was a plastic sphere, so it could have easily just, parts of it could have broke. But yeah, it was well done. And I think a lot of these studios now, and Imprint does this too, some of the time, like on those sets, they overthink. Like the Bear Trap set for Saw or whatever. They lost their ass with that. But yeah, man, you can't ship stuff that's like intricate and expect it all to, I mean, I guess you can. You could try to improve your bubble packaging or whatever. All right, we got a super chat here for Matt.
Hey there.
Shawshank Redemption or The Green Mile? Which
First
is
off,
better?
thank you, Priest. I'm doing well, and I have to go with the Shawshank Redemption. Nothing against the Green Mile, but the Shawshank Redemption, I just truly think is one of the best made films of all time. In terms of, I never read the original story that Stephen King wrote, but I could just imagine just how much better the director, Frank Darabont, and then the cast, Tim Robbins, Clancy Brown, Morgan Freeman, William Sadler, just took that material and just made such a, like when people talk about like filmmaking, movie magic, Shawshank Redemption really signifies that. It's such a well done movie. I don't watch it a lot because it's a very long movie, but for a special occasion, I'll watch it. It just all the roller coaster of emotions with a very satisfying ending. So, Shawshank Redemption, just a very well made film. I gotta give it to that one.
Yeah, it's hard to beat The Shawshank Redemption, man. Like
Mhm.
that's one of those movies that you just don't forget. Like if you, whenever you watch it for the first, like I watched it shortly after it came out on VHS, I guess. And the short story, like it's dead on. Like they, as far as an adaptation, yeah. I mean, you should. I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts because it is a short story.
Okay.
It's pretty dead on with the book. Different seasons. It's the Stand By Me story is in that one too. I think
Okay.
in that book.
Now, it did not do well. Do you think it was the running time? Do you think it was the title? Or do you think there was some other reason as to why maybe it just didn't hit at the time and it wasn't until video that
Didn't
finally
it come out like the same time as Forrest Gump?
the same year? I don't know.
I think it
year
was around the same time, maybe.
Hmm.
I don't know though, man. Like sometimes it takes for movies like that, it takes a while for them to kind of catch on with audiences. I don't know.
You guys talking about Shawshank? I thought
Yeah.
that did good.
No, it did not do well. On video, it did.
Okay.
I know it got nominated. It didn't win any awards, I don't
Well, it
think.
was 94. Was
Yeah.
that the year it came? So yeah, you had like there was a lot of stuff that came out that year too. That like Pulp Fiction was that year too.
Oh, yeah.
So it was not like, 2026, 2025. You had there's a lot of competition. Yeah.
Well, it's funny you say that. Okay, you bring that up. I haven't seen a whole lot of 2026 films. Which ones for both of you have stuck out, whether in a very good or very bad way, of the ones you've seen?
I don't know if I've seen, I mean, I'm sure I have, but I can't think of any.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
But doesn't it say a lot? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
No, I'm just thinking. I mean, there's almost everything that I see for the most part. It's just okay, or I've seen it before. It's like the new film Obsession. Like the hype around it. I mean, even if it didn't have that around it, I still think it's just okay. Like I don't know.
But doesn't it
Maybe
say
I'm the
a whole
jaded
lot?
horror fan. I don't know.
Just the apathy we all have of the new film, just how it is nowadays, is complete apathy. That's not to say there's no intriguing films. I mean, the films you mentioned, Obsession, all these, but it's just a complete apathy for films. That it really says a whole lot of the current state.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple that I've heard are really, really good that I haven't seen. Like, is it Project Hail Mary? I haven't seen that yet.
Hmm.
So, I mean, that's one I'm looking forward to. A lot of the stuff Gosling's been doing, I've been behind, and I really like. Like, what was the film that he did like a year ago or so? The action for the Fall Guy. I really enjoyed that, and Yeah, I mean, I don't buy a
It's fun.
ton of the newer stuff that comes out, but that was definitely one I picked up on 4K.
Well,
He says he's coming, but
really?
just yeah, I mean,
In his pants. He's using the computer too much. That's
He got
not what
that. He got that sight back on there. He's like, "Oh, this looks so clear. It's like they're right there." Oh,
yeah,
That's not what the computer's for, Uncle Bill. It's the wrong coming.
No, I mean there's updates and whatnot on there, so he's
what the
he's
fuck was he doing the other nights? He was supposed to have been ready last night,
working.
motherfucker.
He had to work. He's a busy man.
What's the updates, Mark? How close
He's working from home. He can do this shit while he's working.
Well, I guess I could show this real quick. Shout out because I did have a birthday recently.
Happy
I haven't
birthday.
watched these yet, but I did get Brainstem, which I remember that being a fun film.
Hell
I haven't
yeah,
looked at the
love that.
features yet. It's weird, like this films get brought up kind of a lot recently. I don't know if it's just people just finding out about it because it's like a 90s film, no one like very under the radar or what, but
It's weird. Yeah, a lot of people do mention it, and I'm surprised that we haven't seen any sort of like updated edition of it, like a box set edition or whatever, like a lot of these studios do.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I double dip on it. I've always championed that movie. I've been a huge fan of it ever since I was a little kid. Still got my VHS and soundtrack and all that stuff. Love it.
And then I haven't checked the features on this, but In a Violent Nature.
Cool.
It's a
Nice.
2-disc, so see how the features are on those.
A lot of those, well, I don't know if that one was a studio release. Who released that?
This was Shudder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Shudder.
With a lot of those titles, though, like the mainstream titles, I try to wait on if I'm buying them. Like Groove had a pretty killer sale on some 4Ks. I showed them off last night. 2 for $24. So you can't. That's pretty hard to beat for 4K.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Synapse seemed like a pretty good sale, right?
50% off most of their stuff, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody
like-
had asked. I think what was that movie? The Circle or something like that was $5.
Was the Convent?
It may have been the Convent may have been one too, but I remember reviewing The Circle, and somebody asked me, I was like, "Yeah, if it were me, I wouldn't pay $5." I'm never watching it again. Just a weird psychedelic sort of movie. Parsnip Burger with a $5 super chat is the Rambo 4K Amazon set an upgrade or the same as the original releases? I was thinking of getting it, but I have the original 4Ks. I'm willing to bet it's probably the same transfers and 4Ks and stuff, wouldn't you?
No, actually.
Really?
Not exactly. So I forgot that I even had this sitting right next to me. So here it is right here. It actually showed up today. It was supposed to be here a while ago. But yeah, this will be my next video. But as far as like the transfers and stuff, I know that they used the pre-existing 4K transfers that they had, but from what I hear, and this is just what I've seen online, there was a bunch of technical issues, authoring and playback bugs, stuff like that. So they fixed all that. They are using Dolby Atmos and True HD mixes for the sound. I think there's also a new bonus disc, it's a 6th disc, and it's got a new Rambo featurette, interviews with the directors, stuff like that. So it's worth the upgrade. If you're a big fan, I would say pick it up.
Well, you can't because it's no longer available.
yeah, that's right.
Did it already sell out?
Yeah.
It sold out a while ago. Yeah, I forgot about that.
In fact, some people were having issues getting it delivered. Like there was a delay.
Yeah,
And it finally got delivered, but
Like
it
mine.
is out of print right now.
mm-hmm.
Oddly enough, I think I've got Rambo on at least Blu-ray, but I cannot recall what edition it is. I think it's the 3 movies together, right? They did like a smaller set of that many years
It
ago.
might be, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's texting me again. Hold on.
I didn't get it because I wanted to see what the reviews were, but that was gone.
Well, I'm sure there'll be some sort of other edition that'll come
I mean,
out.
I'll live too because I don't, and plus I don't want the fifth movie. The fifth movie sucks dick.
Right. That was another one of those movies they were trying to give away.
Yeah.
I think that's another thing they did. They put
There's a
the
new
original. Yeah, there's an original cut of the last one, Last Blood,
great.
which I've heard is better. But again, I haven't seen it, so I can't judge it. And then there's, I think, an extended cut of the first movie or something like that. So, which I've seen that wasn't available before this set, at least on 4K.
Crease with another $5 super chat. I think he's saying these days there's a death of good ideas,
Dearth.
a dearth, and there's too many remakes. Actually, he's leading to a question: best ever remakes.
Well, I mean, the typical ones are there for a reason. John Carpenter's The Thing. If you some people consider that not a remake, as more of an adaptation of the story, but I still put it in there. The Blob from 1988.
It's weird you mention that. How often have you seen the original movie on VHS?
Wow.
It looks like
Let me
fucking
see that
dog
again.
shit too.
That cover?
Yeah.
That's a terrible cover. I like that movie, but that's
The
a terrible.
transfer on this thing looks really. I think it was from one of those like El Cheapo VHS tapes, like companies.
It looks
Yes.
like it.
Vid America Inc.
Gesundheit.
It's very green.
Yeah. I do like that original, but yeah, The Thing, The Blob, The Fly, a lot of people mention those. But I mean,
What about from the remake era though, like the mid 2000s?
I like the House of Wax remake.
I do too.
That's fun.
So everything's good with the PC. It's not the PC now. It's his Wi-Fi is fucking up. Apparently, there's like a higher force of
You
power
sure?
at work here.
You
I don't
sure?
know.
But other than House of Wax, I also like the House on Haunted Hill 1999 one with Jeffrey Rush. I did not mind that one either.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
So those are two. And Black Christmas from the 2000s, as a trashy slasher film, other than the ending's pretty stupid, is not that bad considered compared to other ones, compared to the later Black Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely got issues, but
Yeah.
it's good eye candy too. Like it's a good looking movie. The girls in it all look good.
Oh yeah, Liza Dushku. Yeah, rest in peace to her. Or not her. The
Michelle
girl that was in
Trachtenberg.
Buffy. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah, Trachtenberg. Yeah, her. I think
Dushku's still alive, I think. Her career's
Yeah.
just dead.
Yeah, her career's dead. Yeah,
Poor
which is
girl.
sad because I did like her.
Yeah. I didn't think the Last House on Left remake was that bad. I like that one pretty good.
That
Oddly
was
enough.
better than I thought it would be.
That was yeah, because most of them are in that time period, man. I just hate all of them. But the Dawn of the Dead remake wasn't the worst, but I've never wanted to go back and rewatch it. When I watched it initially, it has some good stuff in it, but
Mm-hmm.
what about you, Mark? What's some remakes for you?
Sorry, I was distracted. So the remakes we like or hate or
Remakes you from that early to mid 2000s era. Is there any of the remakes that you really like?
Well, you guys just mentioned Last House. I completely was caught off guard by that. I didn't think that it would be anything special, but I actually do really like it. Except for like that last 10 seconds of you guys know the scene I'm talking about. Let me see what else was
I don't know what
there?
you're talking about. I love it. I love that scene.
Oh, the microwave thing.
So
What's
funny.
the story behind that? Was that just some sort of tacked on? Like, because it seemed like
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
Like, who the fuck left that in there?
It had to be like they had another ending, and then there's probably like a test audience that like they want more blood, more gore, more shock. So I would bet it was a reshoot.
Yeah, they wanted Krug to get,
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I could see that being.
It never happened. I mean, I don't know. I never tried sticking my head in a microwave, but
yeah, how the hell does a microwave even work while the door's open?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, do they have to
Pops popcorn,
hot wire
bro.
it somehow?
You never pop popcorn, you pop your head. Like, is it?
Put the door open.
I'm sure that's how it worked too. It's okay.
I guarantee you that was their thinking. I swear.
Oh shit. True Grit remake. I don't really remember that one. Jammerall.
Been a while since I've seen it.
I didn't really like the Assault on Precinct 13 remake. It's kind of forgettable.
Yeah.
I've only seen it the one time, so I can't really judge it. I don't remember it as much.
The Haunting remake is okay just for Catherine Zeta-Jones. That's the only reason. The thing is Catherine Zeta-Jones versus fucking Owen Wilson's in it too, though. So
exactly, so much terrible CGI. Yeah,
I'm kind of interested in going back and watching. Like, didn't they release that in 4K? See that shit in 4K?
Yeah, they did.
Was that Scream Factory?
I'm pretty sure it was.
So if Uncle Bill's Wi-Fi's down, how could he fucking do updates on the damn computer?
I think like after that was done and he was about to get on, it just isn't working right.
Uncle Bill, come on now.
What kind of internet do you guys have down there?
Mark, I don't think a commentary is going to be today.
No, I'm trying to help him.
If it is, this show's going to end up being 3 hours.
I mean, Cobra's really short, so I don't know. We'll see.
Suspiria 2018 caught Carter Dimension off guard.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. That's another one. It's kind of like a reworking or a reimagining. It doesn't really try to be the Argento Suspiria, which I think works pretty well.
Yeah, that'd be hard to even try to do that.
Yeah, I don't think you could, and if they did, it would have just been known as a really cheap imitation that fell flat.
Yeah, the Knock Knock movie was, what was the name of that movie, Mark, from the 70s that it was kind of loosely based on? Shit.
Something game.
Death Game?
Death Game.
Death Game. Okay. Nice. Ronnie Thrillsap is in here. I just saw that. Welcome, Ronnie.
So when are you and UB seeing the new Night of the Living Dead?
I guess we're not. Like, it's already been out a while. I tried watching the Night of the Living Dead 3D because we were going to be talking about the just the whole
Tragedy in Tinseltown?
Yeah, the whole copyright thing and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, what a fucking turd. God. You can't even call that a movie, man. That's almost like John Russo level bad. It may be worse, actually.
Poor John Russo. He ain't all like that, man. It'd be mean, John Russo.
They made a bunch of announcements from I don't know who's sponsoring them, but there's like a bunch of the regular Night of the Living Dead, like Living Dead people that's going to be at the Living Dead weekend, and he's one of them, and I think Eugene Clark is another one. They're bringing, like, of course, Eugene Clark's got to be there, man. He's going to charge people taxes for the autograph.
So since you were doing research for the Night of the Living Dead, the tragedies in Tinseltown, in your opinion, what was the worst whether it be remakes, rip-off, sequel, regurgitate. The worst thing that someone did in the Night of the Living Dead name, like the poorest usage of that name, that IP.
I think that the 30th anniversary that Russo was a part of is just because like it kind of pissed on the original movie because they took certain parts of the original movie out and they added these modern parts that were just so badly done. Like I'm almost convinced they filmed all the shit over the span of like a weekend or whatever. And it doesn't fit at all. Like they tried to give a backstory to Bill Hinsman's character, like he was a child killer or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. The Night of the Living Dead 3D is pretty bad too. It looks like that new Night of the Living Dead one is right up there.
So whatever happened to, is Return of Living Dead still happening?
I think there's news on like the lawsuit with that, and I don't really know the details. I know Christian did a video on it. I haven't watched it, but I've heard that the Steve Walsh guy that basically is, the Return of the Living Dead side and all the merchandise and stuff is through him. From what others have told me, that guy is not the most trustworthy fella. So there's a lot of people saying, hey, does he really even own the rights to this movie? And if I was a betting man, I would think that it's a major studio that released the movie, right? Isn't it MGM or?
Yeah, MGM.
Most of those characters you would think would be owned by them.
Yeah.
Or at least, I mean, I don't know. It'd be an interesting story to look into and see, but Steve Walsh is the same guy that, is it Kill My Goats or Kill Her Goats or something like that? He's done a bunch of other generic like horror movies.
What the fuck kind of name is that?
Kill Her Goats.
Yeah, that's it with
That's the
Kane
name.
Hodder. Yeah.
Kiss my ass.
Jackson Jack's talking about fucking goats.
God.
What's going on, Jackson? Straighten up, man. I'll tell you this though, I haven't opened these because I don't know why I've kept them. That they've got Return of the Living Dead's reaction mystery figures. So, man, like if he is licensing this stuff to Reaction and all these companies and does not own the rights to it, like I don't know, he's a swindler for sure. How's he convincing all these companies to release
Yeah, there's
this
no way
shit?
he could have bought the rights for it, could he?
What I was told that he bought like the rights to Tarman. That's what someone had told me.
But that's not.
From like the artists or whatever. I don't know.
That's the whole thing.
No, he's got the logo and everything on here.
And yeah, like people in the chat said, MGM is by Amazon. So now it would be Amazon that would have to have a bone to pick with him if that was the case.
Right. And I would imagine he's making a lot of money off this stuff because there's lots of sites that have the shirts and there's all kinds of different figures and other merchandise that's out. So if he does not own the rights to it, then where are the people that do own the rights? And why is he not being, I think the cast is suing him because of their likeness being shown on stuff or whatever, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't want to speak out. Like I don't know for certain what it is, but there is some news about that recently. And then who's the other guy? Richard Driscoll. I think he was involved in some version of that movie too.
Huh.
One side of the camp's movie.
So okay, so he was the so that was all the remake. So I guess the other thing, the Trixie's Revenge, that's dead.
I think that was the one that Driscoll was
Okay, that was the one.
going
Okay,
to going to help with.
okay.
Miguel Nunez is suing for a cell phone plan. That sounds about
Be a
right.
big bill.
The new Night of the Living Dead is on the Fandango app. Yeah, I think it was officially released, this week on streaming? I don't
ain't
want to
seen
see it. I don't fucking care.
I ain't gonna see it.
No.
Oh, real quick, like Mayor, sorry, I saw your comment late. Yes, I do like the Punisher much more than Masters Universe for Dolph movies. Much, much better.
You kind of got to feel sorry for Dolph when it comes to the Masters of the Universe thing, though, because had they had like a better script and a higher budget, like I mean, that movie could have been a success.
Yeah. It's just it was the wrong studio. Canon Films was not apt to do those kind of films. They were good at doing the Chuck Norris, Charles Bronson, straightforward action films, American Ninja. That was their forte. But when they tried to do Superman, He-Man, all this other stuff, it killed their company. They were big flops. They put too much money, getting the licenses, overcost of budgets, and it didn't pan out. They thought they would only be the next MGM, Fox, whatever studio. They just was never going to happen, and they paid the price for it eventually.
Hold on, I'll be right back and see if we can get this going. I'll be back, guys.
IT report from Mark.
He's had the awfulest time with this new computer ever, man. I don't know what the hell the deal is.
I know it's
But he does not technically live in the same town. Mar, whatever the hell your name is. I don't know how to pronounce it. Must be Russian or something. But no, I don't think he has the same internet as me. Knock on wood, man, my internet has actually been pretty decent for the last couple of years. Finally got their shit together. Magda. Okay, what kind of language is that? Are you from another country, just out of curiosity? That's always interesting to hear from people in different areas, because Russian, okay, I was right. Ukrainian, there you go. Well, welcome. I'm a Eastern Kentuckian. Good to meet you. I think I've seen you in here before. I remember the name. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Magda. I'll have to remember that. I probably won't, though, because I took something a little earlier. I probably won't remember much anything going on tonight. Jammerall. Where's everybody from in the chat? He's a Californian, so it's early over there still.
Were you in the area that was burnt down, Jamro? I know most of California got burnt down.
New York, Texas, Kansas, North Carolina. The mayor is in Ohio. I didn't realize you were in Ohio, Mayor. For some reason I was thinking you were like up in the Northeast. Very cool. Australia. What time is it in Australia right now? Birmingham. It's crazy like how the technology has moved so far from back in the old blog TV days. Stick ham and all that shit.
It's night and day, because I vaguely remember those times where you could not get the quality. It's easier to handle. I know Uncle Bill's having issues, but it is easier to handle. And it's crazy as now AI being bigger part of things and all that stuff. It just who knows what will be the case by a year from
Man,
now.
this AI stuff isn't like, I know some people hate it, and there are aspects of it, yeah, where I've kind of backed off some of it. I mean, it can get distracting, but like some of the music that you can do with the AI is insane. Like it's absolutely nuts.
Mhm.
Like you can literally just hum something and it can make a song
Yeah.
based on that. So I
Or
can only
even
imagine.
like, I think it was a Grok. Like you just ask questions, they'll give you like detailed answers on certain things, and
Hmm. Yeah, I've been helping my wife study for one of her tests, and you can just ask, "Hey, pull up whatever the test is, and give me 10 questions about certain aspect of something with the answers at the end."
Hmm.
Within seconds, man, it's nuts. It's scary, really.
oh yeah, but I ain't gonna be alive to deal with this. Is you youngins, you're fucking problem to deal with.
Well, they'll end up having to outlaw it, or aspects of it will be outlawed, I'd say.
Yeah, there's always that with any new technology, even with the internet. I mean, there's aspects of the internet that you to be a bit more strict on stuff.
Mhm.
That's always the case with new technology.
Do I not play anything? I mean, I have guitars and stuff. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you can play, a basic little thing on a guitar, like a little riff. Like, I mean, just to give you an idea, I don't know if I've got any of them on here, but a lot of this stuff started with just strumming on an acoustic guitar, and it turned it into a full song. You know.
So, do you have like a microphone, and then when you strum the guitar, it captures it, and you put the file into a program?
Yeah. So I've got one on here. It's called. I'm not. I pay for the fucking thing.
Right.
The Rob Zombie song was done that way. So I basically did Dragula. I changed it a little bit. Right. So hell, we'll play it here but yeah, it
Sure.
was just, I didn't even have a professional microphone or anything. I just recorded it and uploaded it. What is it?
Mark's
So it looks like everything's all good, but he's asking for a code in the Dead Pit email. That's what he said.
Oh, God damn it. He's never sent me a message. Okay.
Yeah, I don't. I'm
How am I
assuming
supposed
he's
to
already-
fucking know?
Morse code.
Well, we've got to log in and it has to
Gotcha.
verify and all
Right.
this shit through one
Yeah.
email. So, well, he could have just messaged me. I could have done it.
But that's not what I was laughing at. I was laughing at what one of the issues was with the PC.
What?
So again, this is a gaming PC technically, but
Expert gamer Uncle Bill.
because it's custom, pre-built though. He did not have his antennas attached to the Wi-Fi card, so that's why the signal was not working correctly.
Well, I probably wouldn't have known that either. I'm not gonna lie.
To be
thought he
fair,
did
me
that.
neither. I didn't know you needed.
I wouldn't have known
antennas.
that. Yeah, I figured
I
that
was
would have
using
already
laptops.
been included.
So I can't blame him for that. I would not have known that.
No, I mean back in the day, I was a little bit better on this sort of stuff, but yeah, not anymore. I haven't kept up with it. But yeah, what we were saying though, Mark, is like with this Suno app, I was going to put them over a little bit. You can like upload if you don't even know how to play anything, you can like hum stuff. But what I did with and we were talking about my bird head itches with Rob Zombie, that song. That was a legit song that they turned into a full song. That was not totally AI, believe it or not. I mean, that started as a real song. So it's kind of funny.
I do know that YouTube is very kind of kicking back against AI. Like there are multiple channels that were heavily AI utilized, and they'll either like demonetize them or they'll do stuff like YouTube's been really kicking back against AI. they call it AI slop. So that's definitely been a thing for the past couple weeks at least.
Mhm.
So yeah, YouTube in itself are
Well, I mean, I can understand some of that stuff for sure.
yeah.
I
But
mean,
the thing
it's
is that that's the irony is that YouTube uses AI. They use
oh yeah,
AI to find the shit. And then people are like, wait a minute, it's me. I'm not AI. So they're misidentifying it. They think they talk to a real person. It's fucking, this is AI find AI.
and think
Yeah.
about this, man. Like this shit didn't really even exist like 2 years ago.
No.
None of this shit. Yeah, the AI narrated voices drive me fucking crazy.
Oh yeah. Because you can easily tell. Just as that same tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very generic. Yeah.
But I think what's weird with YouTube is that we all started this like as a hobby for fun that's kind of maintained it to this day. People kind of act like you have to utilize it as a 5-star job. So you have to be like a TV show. And if you're not a TV show, then you ain't shit. It's like, this is YouTube. It's like, I don't think you understand what the original concept was, but that's how
Yeah.
things are changing, I guess.
That's part
Yeah.
of it. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Like I can remember how basic everything was back in the day with like we're talking about stick ham and blog TV and all that, where you would have to download this third party app just to get like, you know, how we've got the little bug on here with Friday Night Lives
Yeah.
or whatever else. Like you had to download a secondary app to even put anything on the screen or any intros or anything like that. So it was very tricky. The all-in-one thing did not exist back in the day. And then the streams, do you remember like the early days of doing like the Google Hangout streams?
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't even see that. You had to actually go on the YouTube side of it to look at the comments.
Yeah.
From the Google Hangout side, you couldn't see the comments at all.
No.
It's like, well, fuck.
Now, when there was when you did Blog TV, did you also have to open up another tab to see comments, the chat and stuff, or just how did Blog TV work when you were streaming?
Interestingly enough, I think that Blog TV was very similar to this. Like the comments were on the screen and everything. But yeah, I mean, it was. Do you remember there was the host, right? I might be able to replicate what it looked like here. Let's see. Okay. Do you remember this? So there were like 5 or 6 lined up, and then the main host had the bigger part of the screen. And I do remember that. And then I've got a couple of screenshots from back then, actually. That's how I can kind of remember that. But,
Okay.
it was the chat and everything was on there. So it was kind of similar to this. Favorite country music singer, Mark? You know, Mark is big into the country music.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. I don't have one.
I know a
Already
country music
disappointed
singer
you,
you'd
Mark.
like, Mark. Look her up right now. Megan Maroney. Just look her up.
Megan Maroney.
Megan Maroney. Don't listen to her. You don't have to listen to her. Just look at her.
All right.
Country music is like pop music now, though, by the way. It's not really. Most of it doesn't even sound like country music, but it's whatever's popular, right?
Oh, okay.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I see why.
That girl knows what she's doing, too, man. If you follow her on Instagram,
hmm
yeah.
Well, they all do. I mean,
Ella Langley is another one. Yeah, look her up, too. If you like, you know, the brown-eyed brunette look, the tan look. There's actually a lot of like, that's a big thing right now, the female, like hot as hell country singers.
So I'll ask this randomly, since you two, maybe not now, but were more watch it than I certainly was. Do you still keep with wrestling ever since WrestleMania? Because I know you did the show, you guys talked about it. There were some pauses you had and some negatives.
I'm
But do you-
always going to halfway pay attention to it. It's just habit for me,
Yeah.
really. But yeah, I mean, I fast forward through a lot of it. But yeah, I mean, I still kind of keep up with it. What about you, Mark?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm always going to check out what they're doing. Thank God that there is a fast forward feature or a skip feature nowadays, because I could not sit through every segment.
There's
You
no
don't want the
way. That'd be
commercials?
rough.
What'd you say?
You don't want the commercials? You don't watch the commercials?
God, no. Especially not now. I mean, hell, they have that on the pay-per-view or PLEs.
Well, they're doing one from Italy on Sunday.
Yeah, so
Those shows suck so much ass. Like those international shows are so bad.
yeah. It's all placeholder stuff.
Immortal Nightmare's not a fan of Jelly Roll? Man, what the hell? Fucking like Jelly Roll?
In the ring, or are we talking about? Because he had a match on SmackDown.
I will say this too, like I agree with Surrender to the Flow. Lainey Wilson was another one that was crazy fucking smoking hot. But yeah, she lost most of that bottom end, and I don't have much for her anymore. Ronnie James Millsap is in there. Look at that. Look at that shit. Dude, I might make a shirt out of that. That's so great. Ronnie James Millsap.
Okay, Mark, did Uncle Bill get his code or?
I sent it to him.
Let me see if he had any.
Fuck, I thought I was going to be in here for about 20 minutes or so. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. I think Uncle Bill's been building this computer the whole time. That's what he's doing. He got it up. He just got the parts in. Mark's walking him through it.
So he's like that big guy and batteries not included.
Yeah.
He needs those little robots to help him.
You know, I get the picture of Uncle Bill messing with this new computer. You know the little fucking triangle game at Cracker Barrel where you're like trying to figure. That's Uncle Bill. He's trying to like, oh, what we got here? I'm done.
I'm just picturing he's just cursing like the whole time. He's like, maybe listen on his phone. He's like, God damn it.
What's funny is we still have 160 people in here, and we didn't really talk about. Oh my God, it's a miracle.
It is alive.
You can't hear a damn thing you're saying, though. Or is he saying anything?
He's not saying anything.
Uh-oh. Now he's got to set up the mic.
Look at that.
Oh, you're muted.
We got video. I'm happy enough with that. He could just do sign language the rest of the night.
Yeah, he's going to give us the middle finger in a minute.
Hey, Mark, did you ever get the magazine thing pulled up that I sent you earlier?
I did.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. When you emailed it to me, it worked then, but straight through text, it doesn't work. I don't know why.
It's weird. I don't know.
But yeah, I actually found some stuff to add to it. So yeah,
Cool.
I'll do that probably right after we finish.
So yeah, we putting together the history of the WWF magazine on PDF files.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. I like looking through stuff like that.
And the ECW. ones.
Right. There's not as many of
All
those.
6 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, like 6 or 7. What's funny is I've got like 3 or 4 of them, and if you like, cause I think I got all of them at ECW events back in the day, and they would have intermission and have people signing out there in the merch area. So I have to like look through them to see all the signatures. Like I totally forgot who all signed it. I've got one that's signed by Jerry Lynn and Tommy Dreamer. I think Francine signed them. So
Oh shit, Francine. Nice.
yeah,
That's one you don't see too often.
Who the hell is Francine?
that's Shane Douglas's manager or valet
Oh, okay.
from back in the day.
She was part of the Triple Threat.
She was briefly in WWE, right?
Yeah,
Oh, there
very
we go.
briefly.
Hello.
We hear you.
Yeah, I just heard you. But did you hear us?
God, I'm getting so excited. I gotta play this song, Rock Out.
In your britches, stitches, get the stitches, my bird head itches.
At least I can hear now.
Can you hear it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This has been the goddamn craziest shit I've ever been through, I think.
I like that angle you got there, though, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one of those little wacky cam things. You know,
Wacky tobacco.
wacky little twisty things you put on it, and it's over here because my goddamn thing's all
Yeah,
over
Mark
here.
was giving us updates, and I'll be honest, I didn't even know about the antenna thing, wherever the hell it was they had
Hold
to
on.
set up. I didn't even know about that.
Look, I'm not technologically fucking advanced, man. Like that's just not.
I think we understand that.
Well, neither am I.
Well, I wouldn't have known to plug the fucking Wi-Fi antenna in either. I won't be honest with you.
Like it has 2 like antennas, but they're just straight, right? So I was like, oh, this is just some. I didn't know what I thought it was. It's just some fucking little pieces or something that came with it because it doesn't tell you anything about it in the startup thing. And then I was sitting there and I was thinking, like, why would this not be working?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh fuck, that's what those were. Like, and then, like, I just screwed them into the back, and it worked fine. Sound wise, I'm gonna have to adjust this sound too because I'm using a whole new like thing.
It sounds okay to me, as long as let us know if anybody's up over anybody or whatever.
All right, because I can clip it. I've got a whole fucking mixer over here now.
You can clip it in the bud, yeah.
So for people in the chat, could you let us know how Uncle Bill sounds to you guys?
Need some reverb. Hold on, I might be able to do that.
Ronnie and James Millsap, get out and come back in, and then maybe you'll see it because we all see him.
Well, Ronnie Millsap's blind, so he don't see anybody.
Well,
Maybe that's what he means.
I still can't
everyone in the
see
chat saying you sound fine, you sound good.
Well, good. I'm here for everybody's amusement and pleasure. I'm glad that sounds good.
One thing that you'll probably have to do is, didn't you have like some sort of thing with your webcam that optimized everything or whatever?
What the fuck you talking about, buddy? I'm fucking optimized as fuck.
You know what I'm saying, though, that like you can mess with the saturation and all that shit.
Well, don't get me messing with goddamn saturation.
I'm not talking about right now. I'm just saying, like, you probably have to re-download all that shit.
It's taken me 2 fucking hours to get this just to this point. Like, can you just get off my dick? I'm more the fuck out.
But what about me? I took 2 melatonin gummies earlier, and then you was like, "Hey, come on here."
Well, you're supposed to help me out. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Let's see. So what is the fucking? This is like supposed to be like one of the best cameras out there. It's the Logitech Brio. I
Mhm.
can't understand why it doesn't look any better than that.
The
You probably have to
quality-
download their software or whatever and fuck with it.
Download some more fucking bullshit. All right, but let's just get this straight. We're good with the angle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're good with the setup because this is where I'm gonna fucking leave it. I ain't never gonna move it
Yeah.
ever
so far.
again.
What you need to do with that TV though is find like a fish tank wallpaper thing. Just give it a vibe. See little fishes on your TV.
So,
Big
out of
toilet.
curiosity, have you ever had a desktop before?
Oh yeah, back in the day, but like I haven't had one in probably
30 years.
15 years, 20 years.
Yeah,
Something
and then
like
they
that.
put so much additional stuff on it. So, Mark, you gave him you said you had like a gamer computer.
It's
for
It's
gaming?
like an entry. So again, I was trying to keep costs down. I didn't want to
Okay.
have him pay like $3,000 or something.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, he's got everything he needs to stream and watch 4K content. He's even got a 4K monitor now, so
Okay.
he's good. Got a 4K camera. That camera's a 4K camera.
I got another 4K camera shoved up my butt right now, boys. I'm gonna turn that on here in a minute.
It's watching what he's going to shit out tomorrow morning.
Yeah. I've got an 8K camera stuck in my dick hole like jigsaw.
Oh, boys, y'all still got to do that Cobra commentary tonight, right?
Well,
We
I
ain't
don't
gonna
know.
look.
God.
We ain't doing that. I just wanted to see if I could get this shit set up and get on here and like we can jack around for a while and do whatever, but fuck. Bulls.
Yeah,
I
we'll change the title after.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to keep it. Just mess
We'll
with
see
people.
if somebody out there, and this is my request. Is it what's his name? Marvin, that does all the AI stuff. I want the wallpaper to be Cobra, the Cobra artwork, right? But with Uncle Bill on there, and instead of the gun, he's holding the keyboard.
What about that, Bulls? Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Look at that shit now. Look here. Do that shit. I can
Can you dim it a little bit? Dim it
do some
down?
more of that
Oh,
shit.
wow.
I can do that. Fucking high tech over here.
Okay, that's like Mark's setup.
He's a high-tech
Can I dim it down? Fuck yeah.
redneck.
Now look at it.
Mayberry made Star Trek.
Now what about that, motherfucker?
Well,
Yeah, I can't do
and
that.
there was a lot.
I got that.
I gotta look over here now because used to be I could look straight ahead, but my fucking camera's over here and then the
I can-
screen's over here.
I can do that too. Fuck you.
I can see all your little shit ass comments. Everybody's little comments. Oh my god. Can't believe it took you that long. You're fucking stupid. Well, fuck you. So what we been doing? What we been talking about?
I ain't been doing nothing. I've been looking at the chat, talking about He-Man and what are we talking about? Shawshank Redemption. We've been making fun of Uncle Bill all night. That's about it.
We're just a bunch of random stuff.
there
The
you
new
go,
boutique
funny.
label, toy label, sub level of Arrow Video, and then new horror film, The Back Rooms. That's going to make, let's say, about 50 to 70 million opening weekend.
Who the fuck was it that was saying that movie sucked?
Oh, I can't remember.
I think it was Crater.
Oh,
I did go see
Craig
we
don't
talked
like
about-
nothing.
have we talked about Obsession?
You go ahead. No, I haven't seen it.
I mentioned it briefly, but I didn't really spoil anything.
Listen, I don't know how I feel overall about the entire movie, but the lead actress in that movie is insanely good. Like that's a performance that like it's been probably about a week since I saw it, and I still think about like certain things from that performance. So I mean that's how you know something is good, is if it sticks with you like way after you've seen it.
Okay.
It's got a lot of plot holes in it though, man. Like, but you kind of got to overlook a lot of it to get any enjoyment out of it. Like one of the big things about it is that people were saying is like, so the plot of the movie is basically there's just one wish wheelie, which is like this stick that you can get any wish that you want to, and you make a wish and you break the stick, then it actually like comes true. And so his wish is that this girl falls in love with him, and then you can just figure out like all the shit that happens after that. But what everybody's saying is if that was true, because there's a bunch of people that have these, and there's a bunch of wishes that are being made like all the time. People were saying like if that was true, then wouldn't there be like fucking dinosaurs and shit?
Exactly.
Or like,
my
people would be
problem.
making wishes for like these crazy things that are not in the movie, and
Yeah.
just you'd have all this crazy shit that wouldn't make any sense.
So there's no rules for the wishes?
No,
Well, there's rules.
it's like whatever you
technically.
want.
You can only get one.
Oh yeah, well you
Um,
get one wish.
And I think if it's like, I'm trying not to spoil the movie.
Don't spoil it, Mark. I haven't
yeah,
seen it yet. I want to watch the
trying.
streaming version here in a couple days.
Well, I mean, it's ridiculous though, just in the fact that, like Uncle Bill was saying, if that's the case, it's available for pretty much anybody to buy. The world would be fucking over, like, because people would just wish for whatever, and it would, like Uncle Bill, the one wish at the end from the other guy.
Yeah,
Did you laugh at that? Because that was
I
fucking
did
ridiculous.
because it really doesn't. I don't understand why it would happen that way. Anyway, like it was just kind of silly, but. And like if that, we're not gonna give away any spoilers or anything, but like if that shit really worked like that, then stuff like that will be happening like all the time. In the context of that world that they're in, they are the only ones that's happening to. It's not happening around them or anything else like that. Nobody even really like knows about it except the guy running this store. So when you see it, you'll see what I mean. Like it wouldn't really make any sense. But if you ignore that and you just focus on like the performances in the movie and like what's actually like, in front of you, it's got to be one of the best films of the past couple of years. It's got to be. Just because like the shit that happens in it, and especially the stuff that she does, is just insanely creepy, man. Like, when you watch horror films as long as I have, you always get to a point where you're like, can anything like really creep me out, or like any idea or any kind of like, way they execute it? Yeah. Yeah. That actually happened in this movie.
It's just that lead guy is just pathetic. I thought, like, but I guess if he wasn't, then we wouldn't have the movie.
Well,
So
up
we kinda
against
had to.
her though, that's what I was thinking too, man. Up against her performance in that, like, everybody's going to look like shit. Like it's just because it's like she's in another movie. Like she's a completely like everybody else is in an independent movie and she's like in a mainstream leading kind of movie. No, Ronnie, James Millsap doesn't.
Oh man, that's unfortunate.
It really is. It's like
I'm going to bow out though because these gummies are really kicking in, and I'm afraid I'm just going to pass the fuck out. But I'm glad you got everything working, Uncle Bill. It's a shame it took so damn long. Hopefully, we can finally do that show on Sunday.
It's going to take a while to get all this stuff working, but yeah, I appreciate you like stepping in and not.
All right, y'all have a good night. Go to indepitthemovie.com. We're down to our very last box of DVDs, Uncle Bill. We got to sell them. We got to sell them all.
No, I'm excited.
Take your gummies.
Take them often.
Probably not.
All right, so we probably should just fucking bullshit around for a little while.
Yeah, at least maybe another 20 minutes or so. Yeah, even 2 hours.
I'm still trying to figure out everything this thing does. But let me tell you what, it works a hell of a lot better when it's actually like I mean, I was sitting there and I was so fucking mad, Mark. Like trying to get it to download anything was taking like 5 minutes, just a website. Like I would try to go on a website and it would just like, it's like, I'll fucking throw this thing out the window. But yeah.
And that was because of the antenna thing.
Yeah. Once I hook both those up, like it's got like as high, connectivity as you can have.
You're
Yeah, I mean-
describing when I had satellite internet. It was the same thing.
Yeah, it's like back in the day when you had to wait like 20 minutes to download like a LimeWire or something is what it was reminding me of.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, certain network cards, like you don't have to put that on, but depending on which one you have specifically, like it'll boost the signal, because I think you said you had like 1 bar or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, without it,
Forgive my stupidity, Mark.
Hmm.
Why is it that needs an antenna, but say a laptop doesn't?
Just the type of card that it is, different type of network card.
Okay. Oh no, so we didn't do a commentary. That'll be another day. That'll be
Yeah.
another day.
Yeah, we're still going to do it. It's just
Down the
not
road.
tonight.
we can do the commentary if y'all want to stay up till 2:00 in the morning.
I didn't think you wanted to. with the stuff you've had to deal with, give you a bit of a break.
I was sitting here thinking, I don't even know how the fuck I would do that right now.
Yeah.
I mean, do a commentary right now. With this setup, I'd have to get my iPad, and I don't know where the hell it is because I've been doing this.
But it really was like 2 hours, right? At least you had to fight the thing.
Yeah. You know what though? It'd have been a hell of a lot shorter if I'd just plugged that shit in to begin with. Because the majority of it was just me waiting to like, get anything to download from anywhere.
Surrender, I suggested that, but
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
I could run an Ethernet. It came with an Ethernet cord actually, but it's not big enough. Problem is like it's in the other room, so I'd have to run like a cord through the hole. And that looks like shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That is very inconvenient.
No.
So with Obsession, would you say that girl is the reason why it's such a big hit?
100%. Like there's,
Okay.
I mean, that's one of the most, like one character movies where you just kind of forget everybody else is in the movie.
Okay.
She carries it, I guess, is another way. I would say it. She carries the whole movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she was definitely the driving force. I mean, she's like the main thing you hang on to. It just, my issues with it, like I said, it's the lead guy. And I'm not talking about his performance being shitty or anything. It's more so just the character is just so goddamn pathetic.
So Mark, what would you give it?
Are we talking about like out of 10? Like a rating out of 10?
Sure.
Mark's gonna shit all over it. Bullshit.
No, I mean, I wouldn't. Let me see. I'd probably give it like a 5.5 or 6. Like it's just, it's
I hate everything.
it's a very bleak ending. But it's effective. I mean, I just don't know how much I would rewatch the film. Don't know if I'd own it necessarily. But it's enough to where you could say, yeah, it's worth a watch. I just don't think it's worth the hype that it's getting. That's just my take.
I do. I mean, it's the most simple premise you can imagine. And that's usually like the best type of film for me anyway. Like a really simple idea that's executed really, really well. It's got at least 1 or 2 scenes in it where you're just like, what the fuck? Like,
So if I could
It's crazy.
ask, since I haven't seen the film, with this girl's performance, is she more like Kathy Bates Misery? Is she more animalistic? Is she more just
kind of both.
Huh.
Like, what would
Okay.
could be compared to it really? Um,
Kind of like, I mean, it's completely different, but at least in that same vein, Terry O'Quinn in The Stepfather, where 1 second he's normal and okay, and then he just, at the snaps of the fingers, like he just switches, and it's a complete 180 in terms of character, tone, and presentation, and all that. So she's good at doing that. She's convincing. You buy it, like, and again, that's a good selling point. But man, the fucking One Wish Willow, it's like putting that shit in Walmart. It's like everybody'd fucking have that. So it's, I don't know. It'd be different if like maybe he found it in like a witch's treasure chest in a 16th century chapel that was burned down or something. But if it's so readily available, it just makes it nonsensical to me.
But another thing we talked about briefly, I mentioned before. Oh
Yep.
shit!
Oh shit. Where'd he go? I looked down for like a second.
So did I.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll. It might be like he's just testing things out, and he'll be back. I'm hoping.
Yeah, hopefully.
just found
There
out
you
a little button on my mouse can cause that to fucking happen. I didn't know.
Okay.
Oh.
You can go back. You apparently go back with your mouse.
Yeah, there's two buttons on the side. One's to go forward, one's to
Listen,
go back.
when I tell you that I'm not good with technology, I mean that sincerely from the bottom of my heart.
Neither am I.
Yeah.
I'd be going through the same thing, or hell, I'd be worse. I guess I was mentioning before, Mark and I, and then CD was in it. We're talking about how. Well, I brought up the thought of it seems like YouTube now is more of where the possible new IPs of horror is coming from. Just more and more, whether it be Talk to Me, now there's one, The Back Rooms. There's more and more like coming from that ether, and it seems like in the future that's where a lot more horror films would be popping up in theaters. Is their birth will be from YouTube videos or YouTubers themselves. I would kind of like getting their thoughts on that, on how you feel like when that's going to be in the future. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Because on the one hand, it's that, back in the day it was film students. It was people, that cut their teeth into learning movie making. Is it stuff that may make money but will be iffy results? Well, yeah, Chris Stuckman, well, we don't talk about him. But is that a problematic thing in the future? Is that something that could hold steady for a long while, or is that a flash in the pan that just won't hold for a lengthy amount of time?
That's a good question, man. Like, I'm not. Maybe it's me, but I'm not really hip to fucking. Oh, I didn't even know who the hell that guy was. Like, never heard of.
Parsons?
Now the guy that did Obsession, like all these YouTube guys that are coming out of nowhere and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know who any of them are, and I don't know if that trend is good. But like, it seems like that they're the majority of people making movies now, or at least horror movies. Like all these YouTube guys all of a sudden. So I don't know if that's good or bad, really.
Well, they definitely have a marketing, because while I haven't seen any of them, they are making money. Ireland, Backrooms, Obsession now, even before that Talk to Me, they are making money. And it seems like if they garner that much of an audience and that much potential eyes, at least be possibly financially beneficial. But I'm just thinking in the long run, again, it's like people aren't going to film school nowadays. It's just they feel if they know how to work a YouTube video, or if they know how to work a YouTube, I just,
Well, listen, here's what I think is probably the bigger problem
yeah.
than like them knowing what to do with like a camera and shit like that, or having any like, you know, background with it. When I go back and I listen to like interviews with Carpenter, interviews with Friedkin and things like that, like those guys just they understood that beneath any film that they had, they needed to have some sort of vision. Like with Friedkin, you know, he would talk about, you know, Sorcerer is a movie about fate, and The Exorcist is a movie about faith. And, you know, he always knew like what the theme of the movie was and what the purpose of it was before it came out. And like while he was working on it, like he had an idea of like why he was working on it, like what he was like trying to work through. I don't really ever see that happen anymore. I just see people put out shit and they're like, you know, trying to make it as many like jump scares as possible or try to make it as creepy as possible or like, and everything's a meditation on relationships and shit. But like that is one thing about Obsession that is kind of annoying, is that it's just another relationship movie, which seems to be like where everybody goes nowadays. So
Could it be also, maybe I'm just, maybe I'm completely off the mark on this, but could it be that a lot of the people, what life experience have they had compared to Friedkin or Carpenter?
well,
mean,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. And because like both those guys were incredibly intelligent guys. So was Craven. So was Cronenberg. Like all those guys, like, you know, they come from like a really diverse kind of background too, like different levels, you know, but they also really like, aside from films, they had a really good understanding of like a bunch of different, you know, like philosophy and art and different things. I just don't feel like any of these guys are really coming from that kind of background. They're coming from like Logan Paul like in the background, you know. It's like just like marketing background more than anything else.
What about you, Mark?
I mean, somebody mentioned in the chat the iron lung thing, and I think that's part of it too. A lot of these guys do have their own fan bases, and I don't think you can really take that lightly. There is a lot less marketing that you have to do to sell a film. Like Obsession, for example. I mean, I didn't really see a ton of marketing for it. That's more word of mouth. But initially, it was probably a lot of his fan base.
It definitely was, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's really interesting. I mean, that's another way to go about things with a lot of these guys. If they want to get their films made, they don't have to worry about dumping so much money into marketing, which is kind of cool. And you know, regardless of what I think of Obsession, at least it's not something that's a remake or prequel. You've kind of seen this before in a roundabout way. I mean, it's got its little nuances that make it different and all, but I'd rather have this than Halloween 85 or Texas Chainsaw 22, which he's going to do eventually. But yeah, I mean, I'll take anything that's newer over all that stuff. So I mean, I'll check out his next movie. Like I said, I didn't hate Obsession. I just don't love it the same way other people seem to.
Yeah, it is weird. It went up 40%. When somebody was saying it second weekend. It just never happens anymore.
Oh,
like movies
really?
don't go up, you know, in gross on the second weekend anymore.
Yeah. Usually they go down.
Well, I guess to be fair, what competition does it really have?
I don't even know. I have no idea what's even out right now.
Stars movie that flopped.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. There's
The
the
new Star
fatigue.
Wars film flopped.
Nobody really wants to see that kind of thing anymore, and that's kind of what I was saying. Like, it's people want new stuff. I think people will go and support new stuff. It's just give them something to go and support. How many more Star Wars movies do we really fucking need? I think
A
enough's
bunch,
enough.
Mark. We need a lot.
Apparently.
I think you need. Oh, really none. Pred says, did you guys see Spirit of Halloween is doing a Michael Myers Halloween 78 prop?
Yeah, I was looking that up. And I don't know if it'll be on camera, but it's a just 6 foot Michael Myers.
Animatronic.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, that'd be up to Mark. He has a couple.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's better quality than the Xenomorph from what I've heard. And I still haven't like seen it in person or anything. Just going off reviews, I heard that one wasn't really worth the money. I mean, the thing was like almost $500. So for that kind of money, I need Stan Winston quality. I'm looking up the Michael Myers one though.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, Mark. That's another thing we talked about. Mark got the 4K set of Rambo that came out of print on Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
showing that, Mark, right on camera.
Yeah. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is.
Because they apparently retooled the visuals because there were issues and bugs in the previous releases, updated the audio, and there's another like bonus disc. And as of right now, currently out of print on Amazon, maybe
Yeah.
temporarily, but yeah.
Could be for good. And I said could be for good.
Yeah.
I've seen at least over the last year or two that's happened where they have their exclusive release and then once it sells out, that's it. I mean, maybe they might get a few from canceled pre-orders or returns or whatever, but it may not come back, which is kind of unfortunate considering like you have a whole brand new disc in this full of features and then they fixed all of the issues and problems and stuff with the original 4K discs on this one. So maybe they'll do a more basic set of it at some point.
Maybe. And no, if people asked, I do not look forward to the Rambo prequel. It can kiss my ass.
You knew that was coming at some point.
Oh, I knew it was coming. Doesn't mean I want it, but it was inevitable.
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck are they going to do that movie, man? Like Stallone is I'm assuming Stallone is in it, right? I haven't seen
No,
anything about
he's
it.
just producing it. They recast. It's a young, I forget the actor's name. I guess his time in Vietnam, this young actor. And David Harbour is Troutman. I think James Franco's in it. I think the guy who directed Sisu is directing it. And I don't need a Rambo prequel. I got enough of that in First Blood. I'll just watch that again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Hannibal Rising. That's where it makes me think of. No one asked for Hannibal Rising. It came out. It did nothing. People barely remember it. Because no one wanted to see that. Like, does anyone even remember Hannibal Rising?
I remember it.
Unfortunately.
I was going yeah, only because I had to review it for the show back when it came out.
Well, there you go.
And it sucked then, and I'm sure it still sucks now.
Right.
Oh, yeah. The Odyssey. People keep talking about the Odyssey's going to bomb. I'm sure it probably will.
You think so?
Yeah. I just don't think people give a shit about movies like that, no matter who it is.
I mean, I thought the same thing about Oppenheimer, and that did well. I thought that about Dunkirk.
Well, a part of that
did
was
well.
people like following a fad and the whole Barbie, Oppenheimer, we gotta be a part of it. So they would like watch them back to back. Like that became a popular thing. They call it Barbenheimer.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we'll see. Like a lot of people are saying it won't bomb because it's Nolan. I just don't think my experience with movies made about mythology like that and shit is like they don't work. People just don't want to go and see them. So we'll wait and see what happens.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck if it's they bring back Alfred Hitchcock. There's movies like that just don't generally work.
Yeah, it's a pretty big budget, 250 million. That's quite a gamble.
Let's be honest, too, people. Like, aside from Tarantino, whatever you want to think about Tarantino, he's the only guy that I really know of that has like a true cult following of people that'll go and see his films anymore. Like, even people like Spielberg and shit like that. Like,
That's
they
funny
don't-
you said that. I was just about to ask because I didn't talk to him, but I read a post from a friend of mine that got me thinking. Spielberg has a new film coming out and nobody ever mentions it. Like Disclosure Day. That has such a mute, I don't want to say response because it's not out yet, but like no one is hyping it up, bringing it up, talking about it. And I'm like, that is interesting that Steven Spielberg at the time, at one point, the biggest director, biggest producer, comes out with a new sci-fi film, and people are like, who gives a shit? It's interesting, kind of, right? Like, or just that's just how it is of today.
I just don't think people have any kind of allegiance anymore to directors or actors. I think they just usually go with like shit they hear on TikTok. I think that's why Obsession is like so popular because like it just catches on. People make clips of it. It gets circulated around and like people just like, oh, I got to go see this. It's not like, people have directors like that anymore. Maybe one or two exceptions to that, but like, I don't see that ever. Like people, even the biggest name directors you can think of will have shit that will bomb now. So I don't know.
Do you think James Cameron has that?
To be honest with you, I'll never really understand how those Avatar movies make money. That's one thing that I never have been able to fucking grasp. Like,
well, people always say the visuals. They get enticed by the visuals so much.
I just feel like he could have made anything else about visuals and
Well,
like,
yeah. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you.
So that's one of the true mysteries of film to me is how those Avatar movies make like $1 billion. I think it has to do with overseas. It has to, because I know they're popular here, but like I feel like those movies are probably way more popular like overseas just because of the visual aspect of it, and people love shit like that in foreign markets. But I watch those movies, or I have watched those movies one time, and I'm just like, I never need to see this again.
You aren't
That's right
captivated
here,
by the
Andrew. It's
visuals.
interesting you say that. They've had no cultural presence or impact. They might have made a lot of money, but that's all you can say is they made money.
Yeah, I mean, nobody talks about those movies ever. You'll never hear anybody be like, oh, it's like that scene in Avatar, because nobody remembers any of the scenes in Avatar. Like, it just doesn't have. You remember little blue creatures, maybe, but like, I mean, and I defy you to tell me like anything about any of the characters in Avatar. Like, describe any of them to me about what they are like or their point. Like, there's just no way.
I think it might be more so the circles of people that we talk to and the film fans that we interact with. I mean, I see plenty of people talking about it online,
I don't.
but no, I could send you a few links where people are like obsessed over those.
No,
movies.
that's okay.
No, I won't, but
I'll
I'm
tell
just
you
saying
what-
I could.
I won't.
I'll tell you word for it.
Please don't. Don't send me links.
On a going back a bit, a lot of people in the chat are no. Do either of you care about Disclosure Day?
No.
There's a part of me that wants to, because obviously my
Your
love
hope is
for,
like little X-Files type.
yeah, I was gonna say that, like, my liking for UFO related stuff and shit like that. I mean, and it's Spielberg's. I'm like, maybe it'll be good. The trailer didn't sell me. I'll be honest.
That's the thing, that I'm into
It did-
UFO stuff too, but just
The trailer did nothing for you, right?
yeah, and the title sucks.
Yeah.
Disclosure Day is a terrible title. Doesn't get you excited. Hey, let me get a ticket for Disclosure Day. It doesn't. It's not the name test. I think, like Jim Cornette says, it doesn't follow the name test.
It really doesn't. Like it's one of the worst names.
It's
Like,
sounds like a Wall Street movie. Here's
If you-
Disclosure Day.
when I hear that name, I automatically just don't give a fuck. Like it's just turned something off in my brain. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, and it's like what, 2 weeks away, I think. Yeah,
That's what I mean.
June
There's
12th.
no buzz. Like that Mandalorian Road to Star Wars movie. There was no buzz. It came out. It did not make a lot of money. That little horror film blew it out of the water, it looks like, for this weekend. So it's times are changing, hopefully. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking too about, we're talking about newer movies that catch on and things. I also feel like, and we've mentioned this before, but I feel like people are so used to a ton of shitty movies coming out that when one movie comes out, even if it's just good, it's the best fucking thing they've ever seen. And it's like the level of hype that these movies get now is so out of control because people just, like back in the 80s, they released 5 movies a month that we now consider classics. Same with the 70s too, really, because they just released so many movies. But nowadays people just see like all these horrible fucking movies. So when something like vaguely original or entertaining comes along, they lose their fucking minds.
Yeah.
And while I do think that Obsession was a good movie, but let me rephrase that. I think that her performance was great in Obsession. I think people just take that and they're like, "Oh, this is already a classic." You know what I mean? And I go back to Freak and him talking to I don't know if you've seen that interview where he's talking to Nicholas
Winding Refn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's talking about that movie that he did. I can't remember what the movie was. Maybe like Only God Knows or something like
Only
like
God
Only
Forgives.
God
Only God
forgives. Only God forgives.
And he's basically telling him like you can't throw around like classics and masterpieces and shit like that, like until it's been years and years and years down the road to see like what actually like hangs around. And the movies that you talk about 20 or 30 years down the road are the ones that are actually like the classics, not the movies that, just kind of come along. There's very few of those if you think about it.
Yeah. I miss those interviews from Friedkin, though. You could always count on him to tell it like it is, and he's speaking his mind, totally unfiltered. I just watched I was gonna say, like, I just watched a clip where he was talking about Exorcist 2. It's the best.
The bumblebee, where he's talking about him like flying on he's like flying on some sort of bumblebee or something.
he proceeds to just shit all over the studio, and he's like, they have an intellect of like 4 or 5, like just shit
Yeah.
IQ.
My favorite story, or at least one of my favorite stories he ever told, is the story about Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro, like how they're like, he did, The Hunted, and he was talking about like how actors are different. They have different ways that they get in, when they
Acting
do.
styles.
Yeah. And he was like, so Tommy Lee Jones, he's like, he really liked Tommy Lee Jones' appearance. Like he would come in and I would tell him, okay, you're going to go over here. You're going to say this. You're going to go here. You're going to go to this door. You're going to say this, and then you're going to leave or whatever. And it said he would just do that like perfectly, like each time. And he said Benicio del Toro was like, well, why do I have to? Can I just be like laying in the floor and somebody finds me, or like, what did I do what did my character do when they were 12 years old, and all this shit? And he said that like Nick Nolte would write like 300-page books about his characters, and then he was like, he said, I started reading this. It's like the worst shit ever. And then Nick Nolte came up to him and was like, did you read it? What'd you think about it? And he's like, he said, he's like, oh, it was great. Now come in this door and go over here and say this. He was like, he just fucking, it's like all this bullshit, like method stuff, that
Yeah.
people do.
That's great. I could just picture him on the set doing that.
Yeah. He would just lie to any of them and be like, oh yeah. Like, he's like, he would just make up stuff that they would do at 12 just to get him to like shut up and just do whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah, he hates Pacino. That's true. I'm not sure. I never was really sure, like why, but I feel like he wasn't as prepared as he thought he was going to be, or like he didn't, or it was either he wasn't as prepared or creative. I always thought Pacino was kind of miscast in that movie too. He just never seems like he's comfortable in cruising, which maybe that, inadvertently works. But
Yeah, I mean, would anybody be comfortable in that though?
well, you know what I mean? Like it's visible that he's not comfortable to a point where he just looks nervous, which is weird, for like an actor of that level to look that nervous.
Yeah, I mean, versus you look at like Remar's role in it, where he's all in,
Right?
Like, you could tell he's fully immersed in the character and willing to do whatever. So yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
because he wanted Richard Gere, right, for cruising.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much every movie he's done, he wanted somebody else, from what I can gather, like than what he got. He didn't want Gene Hackman. He didn't want, somebody brought up Sorcerer. He didn't want Roy Scheider. All these were just kind of like fallback people. I think he wanted Steve McQueen for Sorcerer. And then there's a funny story behind that too. Steve McQueen was like married to Ally McGraw, and he was like, I can only do this movie if you bring her along and give her a role. And he was like, it's a movie about like 4 guys. There's no women in it. He was like, all right, make her an executive producer. He's like, he said, that's a bullshit title. I'm not doing that. And that's why we got Roy Scheider. Anyway, Friedkin's one of my favorites, man. Like I listen to those interviews just when I'm like not doing anything at work, or like if there's a lull in it, I'll just turn that on. It's like a comfort kind of thing just to hear him cuss out like people that he doesn't like. Yeah, Scheider was great. I mean, the last shot of that movie is great. As a matter of fact, the last 15 minutes where he's actually, driving the truck into the town and everything, and the guy dies and he's laying there, and, which is one of the best shot scenes ever. He's still talking to him, but he's dead. And the way that it's lit and everything. And then he gets, and the look that he has at the end of the movie where he's just so like, I don't traumatized by the whole thing is perfect.
Yeah. I actually wanted to bring up something really quickly since we're just bullshitting. Let me find it on the phone though.
Oh
I
shit.
just want both of you guys' opinion on it. I'm sure the chat won't care, but just give me 1 second.
He did always look leathery. That's true. He's like looked like a handbag with eyes. Now that I think about it.
I didn't see the video or the. Well, I didn't see your thoughts. What do you think about the new boutique label that Arrow Video's coming out with, Uncle Bill? The toy robot.
Toy
thing.
robot. I swear to God, man, and I know I'll probably get in trouble for this. What I'm getting ready to tell you, but like, have you ever seen the Kentucky Fried Movie?
Yeah.
For some reason, whenever I hear the name of that company, the only thing I can think of is that scene in A Fistful of Yen, which is like the Bruce Lee
Yeah.
parody, where
Dragging
he
it.
puts that fucking robot down and is like, that guy goes, "A toy robot," and it fucking shoots him. That's all I can think of. Like, but I don't know. I mean, what do you know? Like, what the purpose of it is? Like, how it's different than.
I guess Arrow Video just wanted to sub label like some of these other companies do. Maybe I don't know what the details as to why. I mean, why do any of these companies have maybe they felt some of these movies they didn't feel were respectable. They're just Arrow Video.
Well, like Vinegar Syndrome's got the porn label,
Yeah.
and then they've got like the Masterpiece Theater label, which is that cinematography, cinema, whatever bullshit. So, like, I was just curious, like, if there's some difference between, this label as opposed to what Arrow would normally put out.
I don't know, because it's different kinds of movies. There's like a ninja movie, then there's Guyver Dark Hero, Guyver 2, then there's the He-Man movie, and there's like another kind. It's like all different genres. So
Yeah,
maybe,
one was Marshmallow. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, which I didn't know what that was. Like a psychological, is a horror. Or?
It's a slasher film technically, but it's more sci-fi horror, I guess you could say.
Maybe it's one of those deals where if it is that guy Cliff who is with Stream Factory, maybe the deal was I want a label to control on my own. So I'll work with Arrow Video, but can I have a section where I'm kind of the boss? And it's like, well, you can't be the boss of Arrow Video, but you can have this section of
Maybe
Arrow.
you're right. Maybe like it's his sub label or something.
Yeah, kind of like Slippy has his stuff and he'll
Yeah.
work with Synapse. So maybe there's like Cliff's. Yeah, like it's Cliff's Redshirt Pictures thing. Like Toy Robot, maybe that was his title he created for that.
The only thing I can hope for is that he took that title from A Fistful of Yen. He's like a huge fan of that particular, and that's he got that. That would be an amazing revelation.
Oh, I did show this, and I know you'd be happy with these two. I got these recently. Dr. Doodles. Got that
Classic.
in. Nice. Haven't checked out the features. And then Brainscan, which actually we were talking when you weren't in here about how, interesting enough, this is kind of like more talked about recently as a film. Like it's been brought up more and more in recent years.
Yeah, it's got a mood to it that's really like incredibly nostalgic, like 90s. Just everything about that movie is just not, and I think that's why people go back to it a lot. It's a great movie too, and the soundtrack is great, don't get me wrong, but I think it just has like a feeling,
yeah,
I mean, to it that's from the virtual reality shit to the the clothes and the fashions and the little computer that talks to him, and it's just incredibly 90s.
And then I got sent this recently. Very
See, I
cool.
like that movie. People shit on that movie.
Yeah, I liked it. And I haven't checked the features. It's 2 disc. Apparently, also tells about the first time they tried to make this film and the original version of this movie, which will be interesting to hear how that didn't work out and what they changed. But yeah, I liked it. I know there's a sequel to that coming out. We'll see how that goes.
And apparently Marshmallow is getting a sequel as well.
Oh yeah, I haven't even heard of the first one.
What a horrible name for a movie, Billy. Marshmallow. Look here.
And
Yeah,
another
it's-
thing we briefly talked about was like the Return of the Living Dead. I was just asking
Oh,
CK
fuck.
like what will happen with that.
Yeah. The mess that is that.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on it? I know Christian brought up a little bit in his video. We talked about it a little bit briefly. What are your thoughts on the whole? Because like the one guy's like selling stuff, even though MGM Amazon own it, but I
Yep.
get he might have bought the Tarman, but how did he get the other stuff? And is it really legal or is
Probably not. My best advice, they need to completely leave that alone because they're going to get sued if they keep it up. Like, it reminds me a lot of the shit that happened with like the Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead. It's like these projects come along and they seem like a good idea. Bring back people from the old movie that people like and things, and they just never get off the ground, dude. They just for some reason they just don't. The fact too that it's split into 2 camps, never a good thing. That's gonna fucking be, you're gonna have people sue back and forth. It's just a nightmare. I would just scrap the whole thing if I was either one of them, to be honest.
now you said 2 camps. One was the movie with the Tarman and one was the Trixie thing.
The only thing I know is one of them was Linnea Quigley was connected to, and maybe like 1 or 2 other people, and then the other one is the Tarman one that's coming out, and like they're 2 separate things. But yeah, I really don't have any interest in watching people make what is essentially like fan films for,
Right.
I did get a couple things in though while we're just on here. Gotta love these Arrow check this, these cheap bastards. I mean, these wonderful people that Wake in Fright. I got the
Nice.
check this for that. I've been wanting to watch this again forever, so I was excited. This is the Mortal Kombat trilogy thing. So we'll see how that goes. I've never seen this movie, but if Second Sight's doing it, then it must be something.
Oh,
The
Devil's
Devil's
Candy.
Candy.
Yeah, Ethan Embry's in that. I remember liking that one. I haven't seen it since like the 2000s. I think it's mid to late 2000s, I think.
Yeah, it's like 2015, I think.
Was it? I thought it was a little sooner. Maybe 2010, 2011. I could be wrong. But
Well, fuck, Mark. Now I can't fucking see. It's 2015, yeah.
okay.
Audition.
Okay.
And for some reason, because he didn't want to take it and made me fucking take it, I'll be 100% honest with you. I don't even like this movie.
What's that? Oh. To see
This
Tom
is the
Cruise
original.
smile like every 20 seconds.
Man, I know you talk about like mysteries of cinema, right? I don't understand the popularity of this movie, other than it's just the height of that 80s everything bigger, kind of
Yeah.
thing. But I never liked that fucking movie.
It's the Need for Speed.
No,
You want to hear
Really
that? What's that song? The Danger Zone song.
yeah,
Like
Kenny
20
Loggins.
times.
Yeah, been dying to hear some Kenny Loggins.
Well, you know what? He gave it to you because it has the volleyball scene. And he wants you to talk about it.
He probably does. You're probably right.
What was it, Mark? The CT guy from Imprint? He showed it recently.
Yeah, you're talking about that big box set?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a bunch of movies in it. Only
And
one
didn't give it to
4K.
Uncle Bill.
Yeah.
Got like Wild at Heart and
Yeah, Unlawful Entry was one.
Had like 6 movies in. The asshole just fucking like kept it. Did whatever.
oh, that was another thing we were talking about. Imprint, they're doing all those big boxes, whether you like the film or don't. So Silent Night, Deadly Night, The Keep, and such. So I had asked him, and I'll ask you: are there 2 films that you like to see get that treatment from Imprint? So there are 2 films you think of that hey, it'd be nice that bells and whistles poster, all the stuff they have in that.
You mean like films that have already been like released that they just come back out with like that?
I guess whichever.
Okay, so I keep saying this, and I don't give a shit who releases it at this point.
Right.
But I just want like a special edition of The Hidden. Like, that's what I'm waiting on. So if somebody could just please come out with a special edition of The Hidden, maybe The Hidden and The Hidden 2 or something like that,
Yeah.
I could see Arrow. I mean, that's a Warner Brothers title, so I mean, that's perfect for them.
Wait a
Give
minute.
it the,
This is fucking, hold on. This is
Big
killer.
version it deserves.
Preston says, Uncle Bill, I think he means nice ass room. Nice room, love it. But then he says, love to sit at the room eating snacks and watching movies and shows and pornos and playing games. Look, buddy, you ain't coming over here watching pornos. I'm sorry. Also, super chat. Do I like Dachshunds?
Dachshunds.
Dachshunds? Dawson's. I don't Dachshunds Creek. Yeah, they're okay. Little wiener dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They're fine. I like any kind of like dog, to be honest. I've never really. Well, no, that's not true. I don't like Chihuahuas. Other than that, I'm good with it. Hidden 4Ks, I'll believe that when I see it. Ken, I don't believe them to do anything good anymore. What's another one though? Let's see. Another one that would like be really cool in a set like that, like a
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me think.
Yeah.
They've done some pretty cool ones though. It's hard to come up with anything anymore that's like not already been put out by somebody. I'll think about it. Uncle Bill, do you have a conclusion on what sunk the Edmund Fitzgerald? Yes.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.
I'm glad you understood that because I know what the hell that was. Oh, damn! It's a freighter sunk in a severe storm in 1975.
Was it 1975?
Yeah,
Fuck, I thought it was a lot earlier than that.
1975.
Sunk. So it was sunk by mice.
It's the new thumbnail.
It's fucking killer.
All the dolls watching us.
Be someone in the dead pit world I would hate more than Bradley Taylor. Well, there he is in his dumb, uncomfortable chair. I don't know which one of us you're talking about.
I'm guessing me.
My
But
chair,
this is comfortable, so
my chair's all right.
I like this. This chair's it's talking about 1975.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the problem. Like, they're all little dickheads.
Wow, yeah, another super chat from this guy.
All right. David Snyder Normal says, Uncle Bill, do you prefer analog audio or Dolby Atmos? Favorite, worst? All right. For the first one, I definitely prefer analog. Like, I don't really dig Dolby Atmos shit that much. As a matter of fact, like, I would prefer any kind of analog over anything else any day of the week. There's something about it that to me is inherently better than the digital shit that they do now. Favorite worst movie ever. That's like 50 different movies, man. I mean, to pick a favorite. So I'll name a couple, like Berserker, Pieces, favorite worst movie ever.
Would Troll 2 still be in there for you?
Yeah, Troll 2's still in there. Blood Rage. I can always love Blood Rage. Champagne and Bullets. It's a classic. Jesus, there's a lot of them. Undefeatable. There's a lot in different kind of genres. What about you, Rambo? If you had to pick, like, okay, like, what's your favorite worst movies?
Movies that are pretty bad, but I find funny. I mean, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 would be up there. I do think Eric Freeman is very entertaining to watch. You know, with the eye, but hey guys, nice red color, you know. It's garbage day.
Red car. Good guess. A good point.
So maybe not of all time, but I mentioned before that War of the Worlds movie was so hilarious with Ice Cube.
That's a good pick. Yeah. That would be up there now.
Cussing half the time. God damn it. Shit. What the fuck?
Shit just gets blown up and he's like, shit. Mother.
I knew it was you all along. There's one called Hawkeye. It's bad, but it's funny. That has this Asian guy that partners up with this Eddie Murphy impersonator. That's what he was known for. So the whole movie he pretends to act like Axel Foley, and like that's bad, but it's pretty funny. It's bad, but I like the film. It's called Tracks with 2 X's, where Robert Davi's the villain.
I've never even heard of that one.
It's about a cop. It's like it's trying to like parody Dirty Harry, but then he wants to retire and get into making cookies. And it's very silly. It's very stupid, but I thought there was actually some pretty funny parts to it. Like Robert Davi dies because he's like, this is what I think of your cookies, and he farts in his car, and he lights the match, and the car blows up. That's how the bad guy dies. So it's one of those, but it's fun in a bad way. But I do. I have some entertainment from it. So there's a couple. Would Teen Frat be one for you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually one, and I haven't seen that one in a long time, but I just remember like when we watched it, like immediately knowing that it was one of those movies where it's just like it's awful, but like the premise is so stupid that it works. And so are like a lot of those meatball movies too, to be honest. Like it's the same kind of thing. Samurai Cop is a great answer to that.
Yeah, Mark, did you have a favorite worst movie? Or worst movies? Favorite
Like
one?
something so bad it's good kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First one that comes to mind is Miami Connection. I get a kick out of that movie. Like, just everything about it, from the fighting, the dialogue, everything. But it's great though, for some odd reason. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Can't go wrong with that.
So I got a job. He fucking goes.
Like every line he delivers in it is it's great.
that always kills me. And every time I watch it, even this day, I forget that line's in there. And like it always makes me laugh the way he delivers it.
Yeah, it's something special about that. You can't recreate that, you know.
No,
it's just
another one that came to mind that's thanks to actually you guys when you did your show back in the day is I'd never heard of the film before. Don't Go in the Woods.
Yeah.
That song at the end is like the guy, don't go in the woods tonight. You will be killed.
I remember watching that when I was a kid and thinking that was like one of the worst fucking movies ever. And just like how cheap it was. And then going back and watching it and thinking it was great.
It cuts you up in little pieces. Just so much about that. It's like respect to the director. It just nothing really worked. It's kind of funny about that.
Yeah.
This guy seemed like a nice guy when you interviewed him.
Yeah.
Seemed like a good guy. Just I don't think I know he said he did it on purpose. I don't believe that.
I don't either. I don't think he had any idea. He was just trying to make a movie and didn't really know what he was doing.
So I got to bring this up real quick because
oh fuck.
Okay, now hear me out. I know Rambo and like you especially. I know you're not gonna want to hear about this.
Me?
But I have to ask. Yeah, because I just know how much you hate it.
Okay.
We thought we were done with this film, and maybe you guys are, but I'm gonna have to watch it again, given the changes to it. In I think about 2 weeks' time, I think the date. So it says June 11th on Disney Plus. They're going to do the new cut, not the extended cut, but a completely rehauled cut, the rated R version of X-Files, I Want to Believe. Now we talked about this like maybe was it like 6 months ago? Yeah, like 6 months ago or so.
Mark, you gotta let this go. The
I
fucking movie.
know. I knew Rambo's reaction before I even said anything about it. So to be, go ahead.
Do you sincerely, do you think there's at all any way to save that film?
Well, do you want to hear the changes? I guess we might as well since we're talking about it. So I know one of the big things you guys had an issue with was the pacing. So there's time subtracted. There's cuts that remove all of the slow-paced domestic drama, all the conversation filler that slowed down the film, the theatrical cut, all that's being removed. Now, they're not completely removing the sick kid in the hospital bit. It'll still be there, but it's going to be significantly reduced. And the time that they are adding is going to be replaced by restored body horror elements, subplots, continuous sequences of investigation, like how you saw in like the Monster of the Week episodes on TV. You will also be getting a bit more Skinner.
Yep.
He was very like lightly featured like, at the end. So you get a bit more of him. Is also
Mark,
going to be
Mark, can I ask a question?
sure.
So you're
I'm all ears. I can't wait to hear what it is. Go ahead.
Is the plot still about head transplants?
They do not say. All you know is that you're getting more
That's a
body
yes.
horror.
So no, it's about head transplants, Mark. You can't save that shit. That's like one of the dumbest, stupidest, lame duck fuck of an ideas to make for an X-Files film is, oh, this person head transplant to a person. Of all the different monsters, creatures, that's your fucking idea. Fuck Chris Carter.
You don't want
shit.
the
I'm
Carter
guessing
cut.
it. I'm betting $1, a full $1. In fact, I'll bet. What do I have here? I got Christmas. I got my birthday card. I got sent $20.
Okay.
I put this $20 down, Mark. That it's going to suck dick still. Do you want to take the bet?
Oh God, it's
Put
the
the money on
worst
the
thing to
table.
bet. Like if we're talking about
Big
Chris
money
Carter
Mark.
here. I'm not saying it's going to be better. That's the thing.
He's looking at you. He say, "Big money Mark, do you believe? Will you achieve your believe?" You
Believe
don't
the
believe
lie.
it then. So you even
Believe
you don't
the lie.
believe it. I believe it will suck dick. My money is down on the table. You can't put your money on the table because you don't believe it, because you know it's going to suck dick too, no matter what.
Part of me actually wants to take it, but I'd be a fool to bet it. Like this is Chris Carter we're talking about, man. Like it's a fool's bet. So I mean, on one hand, I agree with you.
So you don't want to believe.
I mean, I actually do. I want to believe it could be salvaged, but will it be
Cheaper than 20.
I don't know.
Real quick
Put
though,
that out there, guys. He said no.
who y'all got winning Game 7 tomorrow? Oklahoma City or San Antonio?
I don't follow basketball anymore. I used to, but I like basketball. Just haven't followed it in years.
I got the Bucks. They're gonna win it.
I got nobody.
What is your favorite Blake Shelton song? Fuck. I can't even act like I know a Blake Shelton song, like to just joke around about it. Name 5 of them, and I'll tell you my favorite among those 5. But can we go back 1 second to the X-Files thing, though, Mark? That's a movie where you could add 90 minutes of shit into that movie, and it ain't going to be good. The only way to make that movie good is like probably to remove 90 minutes of it.
I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be the guinea pig as always. I'll watch it. I will give my feedback, and we'll see what happens in a couple of weeks.
Please don't, Mark. Don't do it.
I have to. I can't help it. I have to know.
Who's Blake Shelton? He's a country singer, unfortunately. Do we watch NASCAR? No, I bet none of us watch NASCAR.
No, I know a driver recently passed away that was in some of the news, but sorry to the guy and his family. I don't follow NASCAR. The last NASCAR I followed was Days of Thunder.
More exhibit. Hopefully
What?
not. Hopefully he doesn't have any added screen time.
I forgot he was in that movie.
What is your favorite pop music of the 80s and 90s? Like shit, man. A lot of it. Really. I mean, I don't know. So I guess we go with the 90s first. Like one of the there was a lot of really good bands that kind of came and went in the 90s. I think that weren't like grunge bands, which is what everybody focuses on when they talk about the 90s. But there were a lot of good pop, what you would call rock, pop, I guess, bands and shit like that. Shit. The band from Arizona, I'm trying to think what their name was. They did Till I Hear It From You. Somebody will figure out their name here in a second. Yeah, I
The
mean,
Gin Blossoms.
yeah, the Gin Blossoms. I guess that would be considered rock, pop, whatever. When I was growing up, I liked Michael Jackson, but just like with that movie, let's be honest, there was. I mean, if we talk openly about Michael Jackson, the one thing that everybody seems to be forgetting as they fall in love with this movie is that there's a really good chance that he, he may have diddled a lot. So I love to talk about the idea that he diddled because it always pisses Mark off for some reason. But let's be clear. There's about a 90% chance that there was a diddle.
No. 90%, really?
90%. I'm about 90% sure that
I don't think
somewhere
so.
there was some grape Kool-Aid made that was not on the up and up, Mark. I'm just going to tell you.
Grape Kool-Aid.
There was some tang or something that had some Quaaludes in it. I'm telling you.
No. No, come on. Weird guy. I'll give you that. Especially towards the end of his life. I mean, he was a drug addict, but a diddler, I don't think so. That's where I
Okay.
draw the line.
All right, so I what happened then? Like, I'm curious. Like, there's all those multiple reports. They just wanted money.
Yeah.
Just checking.
I will say this. The people that say stuff happened, I'm less likely to believe them when a lot of what they say, the stories keep changing. Like they say it happened in this city, but then Michael Jackson was in a different city when it happened, or it happened at this place, but the place wasn't built yet. Or first they say the mom was so happy that Michael Jackson died, but then she didn't find out till after he died. Well, okay, if you didn't find out till after, how come you were so happy that he died, but you didn't find out till after he died? Or like the one guy, like he grew up to go out with Jackson's niece and wanted to get married there at Neverland Ranch when he was in like his 20s. But then when he lost all his money, then he's saying this. So I don't know. I wasn't there. It was weird shit. I will give you that. I can't blame people for thinking that. I'm one of those guys, until there's hardcore evidence included, like video evidence. I don't know. I think with the amount with that guy, like how they were able to find with a lot of other people, the fact they haven't found any technical evidence says a lot with how many things they've looked into the guy.
Yeah.
That's just me. I mean, no one has to agree with me. I could be wrong. And hey, he's dead, and I'm wrong. Whoop-de fucking do. But I want concrete evidence because
He wants a hand on the butt. He ain't gonna fucking accept it. If he
Exactly.
if he don't have a picture
It's just the people involved, like
of a
when they
hand on
tell
the
the
ass,
stories, and then it's like, oh, I have all this stuff, but I sold all that shit like a year ago on eBay, but now you have that stuff again. That's what. Wait a minute, you sold all this shit of Michael Jackson, but you happen to have it for this documentary now. It's like it's a lot of there's some weird shenanigans going on. That's all I'll say. When you really look at it, there's some weird shenanigans with some of these people.
yeah.
That's just me though.
I mean,
You're full of shit. Well, maybe I'm full of shit.
no, there seems to be a lot of people in here that like don't think that he did anything, which is interesting.
Hey, I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, okay.
Because
I'll be like Corey Feldman.
yeah, I feel like God, I'm gonna catch so much shit for this. I can already tell you, but why not? We're already here. We're having fun. This like we're in like the OJ period here for Michael Jackson right now because this movie came out and everything. So I mean, there's that period like really early on with OJ where nobody really thought he did it, and like everybody was kind of like, and then like as time went by, you found out more and more shit, and like nowadays it's like everybody's pretty positive that he fucking killed him. Like,
well, he wrote a book called "If I Did It."
Right?
Yeah.
So
Michael Jackson didn't write a book. If I did, like,
Well,
okay, I'm like,
could you
okay,
imagine that?
I give him that he's
if
smarter
if
about
he
it.
wrote a song,
Yeah.
like if I did it,
If he, what's he gonna do? Rambo write a song. I love touching.
OJ wrote a
butts.
book. You never know. He did an interview where he's like, I forget who did, but it was like an interview OJ did, where it's like possibly what might have happened, but then in the middle of it, he keeps saying, I did this, I did that in the middle of the interview. It's supposed to be like a hypothetical, but then he forgot he was being interviewed.
Yes.
So then he started going, well, I did this, I did this. I forget what interview it is, but it was like the strangest fucking thing. It was like him literally self-reporting without realizing it.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
yeah, like at least.
I gotta agree with the money thing, at least for MJ. Like, I mean, look, who the fuck does civil suits? Like, if your kid's touched, are you really trying to get money? Like, is that your first mindset? Like, if it was my kid, I want them to put the fucking guy in the electric chair or castrate him or something. Give a fuck about money.
Castration would be good.
So that's why I always questioned it. If it wasn't for like the civil suits in the beginning and stuff in the early 90s, maybe I might lean a little bit more towards believing it. But it just the money grab aspect of it is just ever present. I just can't get past that. So like Rambo said, I need some real evidence here.
So we're not
going to buying it. You ain't buying it.
I ain't buying it.
You ain't buying our bullshit.
I guess I'm surprised because I just thought it was a well-known fact that he diddled.
No, just because I
didn't think that was in dispute that much.
I mean, I thought for a while, as a kid, but when I read like the transcripts these people have, where it's like, first they say he did nothing, then when he lost money and he had nothing, then he says it. Now, one might not mean the other, but maybe it's just a coincidence that when this one guy had nothing left and lost all his money, would he try to be a dancer for a backup dancer for Jackson, and then tried to sell all his Michael Jackson merchandise, and then got asked to do this documentary. Then he says, oh, by the way, I lied under oath. I see like these little discrepancies over and over and over again. I'm like, there's a little bit of weirdness here. If it was one thing, if it was two things, but it's like over 30 things. It's some interesting. Like if you delve deep into the rabbit hole, it was interesting. I mean, I could absolutely be wrong, like I said. If I'm
I
wrong,
don't want to delve deep.
well,
I feel like he delved deep enough.
it's there's some fascinating stuff in the case. I will say.
I just do this for the benefit of Mark because I know it makes him uncomfortable and simultaneously pisses him off. But
Mark,
No,
I really-
it's
are
everybody's
you
got their
uncomfortable,
opinion.
Mark?
I mean, if he did do it, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, that's fucking
It's a-
terrible. But
it's a really weird thing because I just remember like all the interviews and stuff that he did around the time all those allegations broke and stuff, and it just at that time he just seemed like the guiltiest motherfucker of all time, just by the way he was handling it and everything.
oh,
But
yeah.
I don't know. You know, allegedly. All this is alleged, by the way. I don't think he
Right.
was ever convicted, correct? Like of any of it. He just paid
No,
everybody
never.
off and it all went away. It's like Trump. Okay. Jamal. What is the worst Jake Gyllenhaal movie? God, what is the best Jake Gyllenhaal movie? Is a better question. Like, what is a good Jake Gyllenhaal movie? And you can't say Nightcrawler. Go.
Bubble Boy.
Killer.
I like Southpaw
I was thinking about that.
boxing movie.
People are saying, let's see, Zodiac, Bubble Boy, Donnie Darko, Donnie Darko, Donnie Darko.
I like the Source Code. It's a sci-fi movie. I think that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Jarhead, I forgot about that one.
Okay, City Slickers.
Holy shit, was he the kid in City Slickers?
He's Billy Crystal's son.
Fuck. Now I gotta hate City Slickers. I used to like that movie.
I knew that was coming.
Well, there you go. Fucked up City Slickers.
I'll never be able to watch that again without knowing that he's in it. On another note, though, with Maggie Gyllenhaal, are you guys going to watch The Bride when that comes out on? Is that already out on
Yeah, it's out.
streaming and shit? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
I'll give it a shot, sure.
Why?
I mean, why am I asking?
No, I mean,
Or
Mark,
why-
why are you
why would
giving
I-
it a shot?
Other than like the look of it, and I guess maybe the narrative from what I know,
Yeah, but
Don't
everybody
really-
said it sucked.
did they?
Yeah. I don't know.
I have no
Go ahead.
context. I don't know.
I'm just, yeah, go ahead.
It's just, I mean, again, it's a newer film. I like the actors in it. I don't see why not. Like, give it a chance. I don't hate Gyllenhaal like Uncle Bill, so I'll give it a shot.
Right.
He did the Roadhouse remake, man. How could you not like him?
Well, yeah,
it's
that
true.
was pretty bad. Even the fight scenes were partly CGI, which was the most ridiculous thing. Well, no, the most ridiculous thing was what's
Connor.
that guy who played the villain?
Conor
Connor.
McGregor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the most showing his ass like multiple times throughout the film, and
All coked up, like.
he seemed coked up. If he wasn't, maybe
Oh, he was. I'm pretty sure.
he would need coke to calm down or jank him.
This is something I wanted to talk with you guys about too. The Megalopolis fucking whole, I mean, just that whole thing.
Oh
We've never really talked about that in great detail or anything.
no,
But
Mhm.
that, how will that go down in history? Because to me, that's going to go down as one of the biggest, like, just career fuckeries of all time, if not the biggest. I'm not sure in terms of Coppola and financing that for $100 million. And then, you know, I don't know if you heard all the crazy shit that happened on the set of that movie. It's hilarious though, if you haven't. About him having mental breakdowns every day. And
No, I didn't hear that.
so yeah, on the set, I guess the nobody really knows why, but the theory is he really didn't know how to execute the movie. So every day he would come in, and a lot of the actors have said like he just would have like breakdowns every single day. He would go off to his trailer, he would like hide away in his trailer, and he wouldn't come out. He wouldn't talk to anybody. Then he would come out after hours, and he would just be like try to like film one scene or something. And this just went on like throughout the course of the whole movie. And he would rewrite shit like throughout the course of the whole movie and all this stuff too. And it just seemed like he had this idea apparently since what, Mark, like Apocalypse Now, like around that time period or something.
Yeah, for a long time. Yeah.
It just seemed like he had this idea, but it was just too like big for him to figure out like how to really like pull it off, even with that kind of money and shit too. And I just think the pressure of it like got to him, and he just kind of like melted down. And now that's why we get the movie that we got. It's just a fucking cobbled up mess of a movie anyway, if you ever tried to watch it. But like,
I've seen it.
yeah. But apparently it had a lot to do with him just having a nervous breakdown. I guess if I had $100 million that was riding on a movie, I'd probably have a fucking nervous breakdown too, trying to figure out how to make it work.
Well, I mean,
like it was a severe nervous breakdown.
Well, I mean, like I was saying, like he would just lock himself away, and I think they said he smoked weed like just nonstop. Like he was high off his ass, like alone in his trailer. He would not interact with anybody, and he would just come out every now and then and just fucking, scream orders at people to do a specific scene. Nobody said that he really seemed like he knew what he was doing. It was all very random about like what he was, trying to do. I think he probably had just like a nervous breakdown.
Well, not to mention all the allegations of him kissing the naked girls, the extras and stuff. And apparently there was footage of all this. I mean, I never saw it, but
yeah, there's a documentary like Mega Doc or something. There's like a documentary showcasing behind the scenes. Fuck Francis Ford Coppola.
I mean, that's the same thing I thought too. When I heard all this stuff, I was like, if anybody deserves to lose all their fucking money, it's him.
He's just a piece of shit.
Protecting like all those fuckers for ever.
Eat my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those who don't know, he protected Victor Salva after Clown House. That whole kerfuffle. To put it in a way YouTube appropriate.
Yes, he put up $100 million of his own money.
Mm-hmm.
It was all of his money, I believe, like to finance that movie.
I think it was like 120. It was over 100, I think.
That's right. It did go over. Sold his wine video. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like Roman Polanski.
Yeah, I mean, he made some classic films back in the 70s for sure. Like, but I think what it was is he hadn't made a movie that actually did well for 20 years, 30 years maybe before that.
That would have been probably Dracula, right?
Yeah, like what did he do?
Jack.
Yeah.
Robin Williams film, Jack.
Exactly.
96. He might have done a film in between. I don't remember what it was called, but I remember Jack. I don't know what. Well, yeah, I saw it a year ago, but
yep, he was always bankrupting himself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What would be like? What's your favorite Coppola movie? It's weird that he did as much shit as he did, and then just kind of fell off the face of the earth.
I guess Dracula, maybe. For the longest time, I was a big Outsiders fan, but I watched it again recently, like a few years ago. It wasn't the same. Something was a little off or different about it to me, and I didn't like it as much as I did before. So I still think it's a decent film. It just, I don't know, didn't connect the same. I do like Apocalypse Now. It's a great film.
Supernova.
Hmm.
Fucking no.
I was gonna
I'll
say,
go
I
with
don't think you did
Supernova.
that.
Fuck it. He had a hand in directing it. You get to see Angela's titties.
There you go. Here's somebody we never talk about. So Harrison Ford. I'm not talking about fucking Roman Polanski. What's the best Harrison Ford movie? Or let me put it another way. What's your favorite Harrison Ford movie? Most people would say the best is Raiders. So
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, discounting Indiana Jones stuff, I'd probably say Fugitive. That one's always a fun go-to for me.
Yeah, I too would have said the Indiana Jones films. Well, the first couple. Raiders being my favorite. But if I take that out of the equation, I do really like The Fugitive as well. I'm trying to think of a different answer though. Because I do like The Fugitive.
I like Witness.
Yeah, that's a
That's
good
one
one.
that I really liked. I like what's the one with him and Michelle Pfeiffer?
What Lies Beneath?
What Lies Beneath. Yeah. I mean, if we're going for like maybe underrated ones is too.
I mean, hell, I like Air Force One.
Mm-hmm.
Get off my plane.
I actually like Regarding Henry, where he's got to learn with Ritz tractors.
That's
harder.
Oh Jesus, I forgot about that movie. Yeah.
But Raiders would be my favorite, and if not, Indiana Jones and The Fugitive. Hey,
Anthony, I'll be checking out Backrooms tomorrow. Dude, I've completely missed the Backrooms hype, apparently. What is the deal with this movie?
Okay, from the best, forgive me if I'm wrong, folks. There are a bunch of what they call creepypasta. I don't know if you've heard of that term.
I have, yeah.
The Backrooms was one of them. And think of like a glitch in a video game. Like you go through the environment and you go to like a different realm, different dimension. So people would make these YouTube videos where it's like a sickly yellow green room that's just endless hallways, endless rooms, bare furniture, and things just looked and felt off and weird and hopefully creepy. And then like kind of developed in there. So people like made multiple videos, they made their own like mythology, they worked with it. And then I think there was a video game. So it's one of those creepypastas that built up for a while. It has a good actor in it, Chiwetel Ejiofor. He's been a lot of stuff. He was in Red Belt. He was in 12 Years a Slave, I think. He's a really good actor. I don't know much else about the plot. I think it takes place in the 90s, and he's kind of he's somewhere, then he kind of glitches into this dimension where there's these bare back rooms, and I don't know the rest of the story, but there's videos on YouTube where that originated. That kind of, I mean, I don't know how people feel about creepypasta stuff, so I guess it depends. That's definitely a younger generation.
Yeah,
thing.
I missed that by about one generation, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
all that shit.
Yeah, the guy did it. I think he's another YouTuber. It's Kane Pixels, I think. He's got over 3 million subs. Like he's got a pretty big following. So
and he directed it, I believe, right?
yeah. He's like 20 years old. He's super young.
Yeah.
I just be honest with you, I just don't have interest in that movie, but
Yeah.
I'm not the person that movie's aimed at. I'll tell you that. Not the
No.
generation that it's aimed at for sure.
Well, it's gotta be better like than Skinamarink or something,
True.
I would think.
Bog Zombie, you won't rewatch Hide and Go Street because fucking Terrorvision's never gonna send it out. You might rewatch it on like fucking Tubi. What?
But I was saying that was probably the worst of those was Skinamarink. I would say those are the worst. That was the worst. I never
Easily,
saw the one
yeah.
you guys kept bringing up.
Oh, Outlands or
Yeah, I never
Outwaters?
saw that. Where it's like someone's on someone's head or something. What was like?
I don't even know like how
Yeah.
to describe how shitty that movie was to get you to really understand.
I'll take your word for it.
90% of that movie is shot with like you can see about as much as a flashlight because he's shining a flashlight into the dark and that's your perspective. That's what you see. And it's nothing. He's just shining it around. And every now and then he'll come across something terrifying, like a jump scare. And like, that's the whole movie. So if you enjoy that kind of thing,
Were
at
there
it.
movies in the past that movie Skinamarink did that were similar, that not the same but similar, that did work well? That maybe if you reworked it could work, or just it was a failing notion no matter what?
Nothing comes to mind.
No, I can't think of anything.
There was a
that
failing
worked.
notion. I don't know. There are people that praise that Skinamarink movie. I don't understand it. I know we tried to do a commentary. There's nothing to talk about because we looked at a wall and a ceiling and
And
a
the
toy
carpet.
for like it was more boring than Against the Dark.
I don't know. It's pretty
Well-
close. Like, just watching Steven Skull walk around like
Well, yeah, but
fucking
at least you
hallway
saw
or-
someone walking. You didn't
Yeah,
see
that's
the
true.
wall. But yeah,
no, I
boring.
mean those. God, I'm just glad that's over with for right now. Like whatever that was for that brief period of time.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about this at all? That when CK was in here about him, his big fucking post.
No,
Didn't know
my
anything
he didn't
about
bring
it.
it up.
Okay, hold on. Well, fuck, my phone died. Let's see if I can find it.
Well, while we're on the topic of YouTubers, Anthony, if you're still in here, man, they need to let you do your Resident Evil movie, dude. I'd much rather watch yours.
Oh, the
Some of this other-
co-duders.
Yeah.
He's in the sewer though, Mark.
Yeah, it looks great.
Hey guys.
I don't know. We'll see if he can pull something out with it. Again, I don't want any of these movies to suck. It's just like, god damn. Like,
Well, thank you for the super chat, Nippy. Yeah, I can still watch Harrison Ford films. I mean, I don't have to agree with his thoughts on Polanski or Coppola, but I still like him as an actor. Still like a lot of his movies, so it's, separate. That's where I can separate the art from the artist.
I didn't even know he defended him. Coppola. Or wait, hold on. The chat moved up. There it is. Oh, okay, he's saying like. Okay, I get it.
All right. I can't, if anybody can find that, I think it's in the Discord, the Dead Pit Discord, but it's also probably on his Facebook or something. Where Sean C. Phillips put out that thing about his movies. And it was just a big rambling thing about basically how people didn't understand his movies and all this shit. Please, let me know if you can find that.
I think they understand him. They just don't like him.
That's, yeah. It's not much to understand, really.
I'm trying to find it right now.
John Wooden, no, he's not really better than anything. He's not better than Cool Duder. I'm sorry, he's not better than Wet Movie. He's not better than fucking Logan Paul or Markiplier or fucking. He's not better than who else? OJ. He's not better than Charles Manson. He's not better than Berkowitz, Bundy, Bianca and Buono. Who else is he not better
I don't
than?
need to respect that guy like Trust Fund Baby.
He and his whole crew are the biggest fucking mark ass pieces of trash that the world has ever fucking unfortunately shit out.
Well, I mean, if we were all lucky enough to get a fucking buy every movie every week, to have our own video store in our basement or whatever the fuck. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Hey guys. Shut up.
I never understood the appeal. I never understood what there was to like. It was really just a visual representation of, hey, what came out this week. But you never go back and rewatch those videos because there's nothing entertaining, there's nothing informative, there's nothing that is memorable. It's just total bullshit.
The beef goes back. God, Rambo, that's like what?
A long time ago.
15 years at least.
There's a lot of, I won't tell it, but there's a lot of story to it. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, at least like 2010, I would say 2011.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Not heard of that one.
So he's saying people should like his films more. That's what
I
he was
wish
saying.
I could fucking find it.
I just gave up. I didn't see it. So
I don't even know where the hell I saw it. Maybe if my phone wasn't fucking dead, I could probably bring it up. But I don't even know where he posted it. He posted it on Instagram, Facebook. We'll find out. Hold on. Well, it's not public on Facebook.
Yeah, so I'm not sure where that would be. I mean, as a YouTuber, I was completely indifferent to him. After certain things, what he did to these guys, that kind, much more negative. I'll put it that way, without telling their business.
yeah, it's just so crazy because I remember being around when everything happened, and I was just kind of shocked by a lot of the stuff that was going on. But
Oh, here.
yeah,
Shit. I found it, but I can't fucking read it. Motherfuck. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can. Fuck. Motherfuck. Hold on 1 second, bulls. We're just seconds away from me being able to finally see this shit.
Oh, Jason Jack, I didn't hear about that.
Okay. I'm just going to read this to you. Hey guys, I just wanted to make a post to let you know that when it comes to the movies that I make, if you've been watching for a long time, you know the kinds of movies I love. The movies that are my favorites are generally movies that aren't loved by everybody. This is killer. For example, It's Pat is one of my all-time favorite movies ever.
oh my god,
Of course it is.
Because to me, it's a perfect movie.
is it?
That's what he fucking said.
What?
Yeah. I love people.
I gotta give myself fucking brain damage for anyone to say that It's Pat is your favorite fucking film of all time.
I don't think he's saying it like facetiously. I think he's fucking being honest.
Then he's honestly a dumb fuck.
He says, really does. He says, I love people that are different and I can strangely relate to them. Yeah, no shit. I also love movies where the characters are off, like Clifford with Martin Short. He says, I have no interest in ever making something. What is it? Wait a minute. The movies that I direct and my brother writes, oh God, his brother writes them, will never ever be like something everyone else is making. I have no interest in ever making something like that. I want things to feel like something you saw in the past, but also incredibly different at the same time. I don't want the characters to act the way you expect. I don't want the story to go the way that you'd expect. I want everything to feel different. It showcases a lot of actors that I grew up with as a kid. It's really important for me to shine a light on them. Jesus Christ.
Okay, no,
And then he's just thanking a bunch of people. And then he's got a picture. Hold on. I feel like you need to see this, Rambo, because I think this will make your day better. One second.
Cooter.
This is the picture that he's got, like after all that post.
That's not what people have issues with, dude. With this movie. The fact that he is sincerely saying, I know people have different tastes, but if you think It's Pat, he said perfect movie.
Yeah, he said it's a perfect movie.
It's really not. It's easily a front runner for one of the
It's
worst
one of
movies
the-
ever.
It's one of the worst movies of the 90s.
I'd agree.
Wet movie. Somebody in here like was talking shit about you, but like I was defending.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he's so much better. I mean, no, they were saying how Cool Ditter is better than Wet Movie, and we're like, no, Wet Movie is 100 times better.
Yeah, I don't think that it's gonna come as a surprise to you that we don't like Cool Dude or Wet Movie. But yeah. I don't know what to make out of that really. I think I know what he was trying to say, but you don't name It's Pat as your favorite movie unless there's something wrong. Oh, it is a genuinely creepy movie, which that explains a lot.
So he's saying the reason people didn't like my movies is because, hey, nobody likes every movie is not 100% beloved. Hey, the movies I like, some people don't like them.
Yeah.
So it's not because you can't direct, you can't write, you can't act, you can't do anything. You can barely breathe, you can barely move, you can barely do shit.
I mean, I haven't seen It's Pat since it came out probably, and like I don't ever need to see it again. I just know that it sucks.
He's annoying, she's annoying, and he's fat or she's fat. And it's Pat.
It
And
was
it's pure shat.
Jesus Christ, fucking. Oh, okay. But anyway,
I literally got a headache.
Just when you thought you could not dislike somebody more, there he is.
Jesus Christ.
What, after all this time, I would sincerely wonder what brought this on. He's made tons of movies and they were all disliked, so it's not like this is a new phenomenon.
Mm.
This is stuff he could have said 10 years ago and nothing would change.
Very true.
He fucking sucks.
I mean, to be fair, I've never seen any of his films.
I've seen some of them and they're all dog shit.
I was going to say I don't need to because after seeing, I don't know how many thousands of movies, like you can tell just off of the look of it or a trailer or any kind of clip like that it's not worth watching, and none of that shit is worth watching to me. Like I'm never even going to give it a chance. It just looks terrible.
Who the fuck is this sad sack? Lost River Drive-In beat you in subs in a very... Oh my God, who gives a fuck about subs, you goofy fuck? It's the problem with people that fucking ilk and that kind of generations. They just think about like shit in those kinds of terms. You know, there's probably somebody that's shitting in a bucket right now on YouTube that beat us in subs. Doesn't necessarily mean it's good.
That doesn't even mean anything because people could buy them.
Yeah, you can bot. Like, if I wanted to right now, I could have over 1 million subscribers. Very, very easily.
Yeah.
I could just pay for a stream farm, or I could just bot right now. Very, very.
But
easily.
what I guarantee you though is the person when he does a stream doesn't have over 100 people in his chat like Dead Pit always does. 150, 160, 200 people in their chat.
When we did the Vinegar Syndromes, not to like do what this dumbass is doing, but like we had 500 people in there.
Yeah.
Live streaming. So you don't come in here with your
Toot the horn. Toot.
I know people that have got, 30, 40,000 subs that don't get the amount of people coming in. So that really doesn't mean anything. It's about engagement. It's about like if you can get people to come in. What time is it right now?
Almost 1 a.m.
It's almost 1 a.m. We've got like close to 200 people in here. So fuck.
At least 140.
Shut up. Mine shows 178.
Well, yeah.
If you're counting like Facebook and stuff too. So that's the problem. Is people don't really just even basically understand how this shit works, but that's okay. We don't expect you to understand it. We appreciate everybody for coming in.
Yeah.
We try not to be boring as fuck. Yes, any Jackie Chan movie, and I haven't even seen like half of them, but any of them is going to be better.
But I should just let her go. But all this time, now you're realizing people don't like your movies.
Yeah.
Like, what took you so long? Welcome to the club. Welcome to the party, pal. He fucking sucks. He sucks. He fucking sucks. Fuck Cool Duder. You piece of shit.
And somebody's asking about how he gets funding for his movies. I have no idea. I don't
know. Such a dick for money. I don't know.
It's a lot of dicks to get.
Exactly.
So he's done like 5,000 movies.
That's a lot of things.
You just answered your question,
Oh,
man.
Jesus.
A lot of dicks.
Oh. Don't mind Cool Duder. Yeah. I don't know what to say that. I mean,
Yeah, I'll just leave that alone.
There's not much to say. At least, I mean, there's stuff you can't say.
Oh, it's magic. One of my favorite things to do in this world is to ban people. I just want y'all to know that. What is a cool duder? It's another word for a piece of trash.
He's a mythical pig.
I just have a feeling that there's some people in here that really like Cold Odor, and to you, I just want you to know that you're fucking just wrong. If you only knew how wrong you were. I mean, I respect your right to have that opinion, but you're also very, very wrong.
That's kind of cool, Wet Movie. I mean, I don't mind him. We got nothing against Tom Arnold.
I got to play Tom Arnold's son. Yeah.
Hey, take as much money from the fuck as you can. Steal all his money.
Is he? Well, he probably does have money because of his
I mean, just take all his money. Like what was it? Someone said about Tony Khan.
Oh yeah.
Upside down, empty all his pockets. See, there you go, man. You're supposed to fall. Fuck you, cool duder.
So one last thing though, I was going to bring up because it is 2:00 in the morning. Did you talk about the new Arrow releases that just got announced?
Not the Arrow ones. We just talked about the toy robot. Not the
toy robot. I'm not going to be able to not do that.
Yes, I did call him a mythical pig.
Mythical pig. Let's see.
C to the D.
I want to talk about these new Arrow releases.
With no mythical pigs.
Mark, this computer does rule, though. I'm going to tell you this. Like, the speed of which I can do this shit now that I've got those fucking antennas hooked up, is insane.
Nice.
I've got to figure out, like, how to dial this fucking camera in, but...
Is it taking used to the mouse and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
But we're moving along. We're gonna be in the money here soon.
Yeah, I'm glad you're digging it. I figured it was just right for you.
Let's see. All right.
Oh, that's no problem with that movie. I couldn't get the numbers either. That's what makes Dead Pit Dead Pit.
All right. So this one I thought was interesting because it wasn't that long ago that Scream Factory released that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got that version. Is this a Blu-ray or a 4K? It looks like a Blu-ray. Yeah, limited edition Blu-ray. So that's not much different, but it says a brand new audio commentary with co-writer director, recorded exclusively for Arrow, never before seen deleted scenes.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's cool for any fans of it. I mean, at least they're adding something new. I'm just assuming this is a no, UB. You're not going to double dip on that one.
I really like this movie, man.
Oh, okay.
But chances are probably not. I'll just wait because I don't think this will ever go out of print. I'll just wait until it's on some sort of sale and just pick it up then.
Why does it say in the comments the listed extras are incorrect?
Where does it say that? The listed Killer Party extras are incorrect. They appear to be the Stephanie release.
And then someone below says, "Why are the specs all wrong?"
The Killer
Maybe
Party.
think we finally had deleted scenes.
Oh, well, fuck. That
So-
could be a problem.
It's a bad post by Dawn of the Discs again.
I guess that never happens, Mark. They fucked up all the special features, apparently. Well, they fucked it up on here anyway.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see. I do like that cover a lot better, though.
I still have not seen this film. Is it
Oh.
a violent film?
I mean, it's a goofy kind of slasher movie, but it's got a great fucking soundtrack and a scene where a band that comes into it like out of nowhere and does like a whole musical number for no reason.
Gotcha.
That part's probably like one of the best parts. I think their name was like What
Why
was
do you think there is not a 4K?
it? I have no idea. Could be something to do with the elements.
I was going to say the same. Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently the Arrow's website even fucked up the specs.
Hmm.
Shogun's Ninja. Ever heard of it?
No,
But
first I've heard of it.
I'm just curious. I'm going to look up the Killer Party stuff. See
Yeah.
if I can find it elsewhere.
we got that going. Once a Thief, which is a John Woo movie. You know this one, Mark? Or either one of y'all?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually like that one.
Yeah, that has some fun stuff to it. Has some good parts.
So you got, looks like a 4K of that one.
Oh yeah, there's like a ton of stuff on it. Wow.
Nicotero did the special effects. I didn't.
Did he?
Wait, no, they fucked this up too. This is in the mouth of
John
madness.
Carpenter.
This is the fucking.
I don't say in praise of John Carpenter.
This
It's in the Mouth of Madness feature.
It's the in the mouth of madness. Yeah, wrong film with those features.
How does he?
How does this happen? Like,
Dawn the Disc, are you not reading what you're posting?
Yeah, he's
I don't
copying
think
and
it's
pasting.
them. Is it like Arrow? Is it their website?
Yeah, aren't they posting that on their Instagram? Dawn the Disc, like they post it on their Instagram.
Yeah, but I think they're copy and pasting it from Arrow somehow or another.
Yeah,
Like,
but if you read, you go, okay.
It's
yeah.
It's not like that on Arrow's site. I'm on it right now. It's everything looks normal. Like it doesn't look like that.
Well, that's just stupid then.
It's the AI.
Yeah, the Killer Party stuff looks correct. I mean, there's a new commentary, but it's by a film critic.
Ugh.
Is that the only feature on it?
Let me go back to it. 1 second.
There you go, Ju-on. Think I've had enough fucking J horror stuff to last me a lifetime.
That's like the best one from what
Are
they
the
say.
features like from Ninja Turtles or something? I'm just wondering.
Probably. Let's see. That one looks right. Yeah, that one's right.
I mean, there's new visual essays, 2 new visual essays and a new commentary. And there's a new book. And the rest is like all archived features for Killer Party. So nothing really new on that for the most part.
What about this one? I always love this movie.
I don't mind the film. There's not a ton of like Ray Liotta horror. So, I mean, I've
What do you
always been a
feel-
big fan of him. So.
Okay, Mark, choose between this one or 1408 and John Cusack, battle.
I mean, I would probably say his role in 1408 is more interesting because he's got center stage and it's pretty much all him for like 90% of the film. So yeah, I like that character more. But the ensemble cast of Identity I always liked. I mean, I don't have an issue with the movie. So I mean, that's one I'll probably pick up.
Somebody said, "Look at the write-up for Bill and Ted." It's like it's the Usual Suspects.
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
That's crazy. I know. Was it Shout Factory did that? Did they only do Excellent Adventure? Is that what it was? As far as 4K goes,
Oh god!
They did a set with both.
I thought they did a set.
I have a Blu-ray set with both movies, but I don't know if they did 4Ks for both.
Hmm.
Can't remember.
So that one I'll probably buy because I think I actually like that one better than the first one, honestly, just because of William Sadler. He's amazing in it.
Yeah, it's a fun sequel.
What else we
And
got?
I choose 1408 over Identity.
Yeah, I would too, honestly. I think 14. Well, I'm gonna be doing a review for the next Dead Pit is watching, so I won't get too much into it. But like, I really like that movie. Identity versus It's Pat. Let's go. Yeah. Troy, look, fuck that movie.
Yeah, I'm not picking up Troy.
And then People versus Larry Flint. I haven't seen that in years.
I do like that film, but I don't know if I need to upgrade it. I have the Blu-ray, so I might not upgrade that.
Good film, and this looks like it's got a lot of new extras. Woody Harrelson, a lot of other people interviewed.
Yeah. I guess that's it. But and then somebody brought this up too. This is not from Arrow, but like it's the new Memento. I think is this a foreign release, Mark? I think it is.
What's that? Yeah.
And here's the second sight Cold Prey.
Looking forward to that.
Cold Prey. You know, the band. Cold Prey. The Cold Prey trilogy.
I don't remember those films.
Those were, I remember walking into like a Best Buy, Walmart, all the way back around 2006, and there was like just a ton of that kind of stuff. 2006 and 2007, you had Laid to Rest and Hatchet, Cold Prey, and that Cold Prey first DVD was actually an Anchor Bay DVD, which I still have. And then the second film came out 2 years later, but it was only released region 2, so I imported that. And then the third one was really hard to find with the dub. Those are Norwegian slasher films. So to have a box set like that, I was really shocked to see that. I like them.
Yeah,
I think they're pretty fun.
I mean, if Second Sight's coming out with it, it's going to be killer. I mean, the
one I might get is the one below and to the right, Driving Delirium. I'm a sucker for those compilations.
Where's that at?
Under Billy Liar.
Billy Liar, fucking hell.
By K-Pop.
Oh, shit, not that one. Hold on. This one?
Yeah, I'm a sucker for these trailer compilations.
Oh, the trailer, yeah.
This has like over 300 of them.
Nice.
I've always been a sucker for these type of things. I have the others. I have Maximum 80s Overdrive and the Foul Conflict, all the other ones. So this is a new one. They're a great background noise when you're doing stuff. You just pop them in and just have a bunch of trailers playing for hours on end. And sometimes they get rare ones too.
I know Joe Dante does a lot of stuff with those, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Big into trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's 2:00 in the fucking morning. Probably should get the fuck off here at some point.
Crazy night.
Jesus. Well, this is set up now, so at least there's that. I'll just keep like fucking with stuff until I get like a setup that I want, and we'll just go from there. The most important thing to me is that people can hear, so hopefully the audio is okay.
And so far, the video footage, before you would kind of glitch out or stuff.
Yeah, it's probably not going to do that on this. I would say.
Yeah, I saw none of that today, so your
Yeah.
video's working well too.
So, Yeah. Try some shit. We'll try some stuff and see what happens.
This is 3 hours and 40 minutes long.
We always do crazy shit like this.
It's almost 4 hour long stream.
I mean, I was 2 hours just fucking sitting in here sweating my ass off trying to get this thing to work. I was like, first thought it wouldn't turn on, then I had to figure out how to fucking turn it on. Then like couldn't get any kind of Wi-Fi. I had to figure out about the Wi-Fi. The fucking thing had to boot up like 47 different like programs. I'm just sitting there like, dude, what the fuck? I don't want any of this stuff. I don't use Microsoft. I don't give a shit about that shit. Then it had to like boot up all the Microsoft program. Shit. Yeah. But anyway, that's good. It's good to have it on here. So what you got going on, Rambo? What's happening coming up?
Long story short, just upload a couple reviews. One of them is for Freeway 2. Very weird movie, to say the least. I'm on other stuff. Playing the new video game, The Evil Within. Well, not new, but that was a request. Very fun game so far. Kind of like if Inception was a horror action story. Really loving it so far. If you like Resident Evil, definitely worth game to play. And a lot more reviews to come. More Steven Seagal films. Like Out of Reach. I will be seeing the new Mortal Kombat soon. Maybe I'll watch that later tonight or something. I don't know.
I did see that.
Really?
Yeah.
You sound enthused.
We don't have time to get into it, but yeah.
Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Mostly down. It has some cool fight scenes here and there. Like that stuff's fine. But then there's other stuff. I mean, maybe I'm just too invested in terms of being a fan of like all the games and stuff and knowing the mythology and lore and the changes made. And it, again, I don't want to get into it. It'll a whole nother hour talking about Mortal Kombat 2. Maybe on another stream.
Oh. All right. So I got to find the shit now. Fucking jerking my bird over here trying to get all this shit lined up. All right. So we'll go ahead and get out of here, though.
I'm a stunt man, motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man. I'm the man with the cash. I'm a stunt man, motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man. Back the fuck up
See you,
before I
Mark.
smoke your ass, dog. Motherfucker stunt man, motherfucker stunt man. He's Rambo Raff man.
We'll get fucking. That's all I can play, and we get taken down.
Yeah.
See you, Rambo. All right. Just remember that everybody dies, but Friday night lives.
A big thanks goes out to our supporters over at Dead Pit on Patreon.com. You can get hours upon hours of great content, right, Uncle Bill?
There's so many hours of content. We've got reviews. We've got songs. We've got live streams. We've got exclusive streams. We've got non-exclusive streams. We've got streams with all kinds of celebrities and all kinds of different old shows from the past podcast, the initial incarnation of the show. All of that can be yours.
Dead Pit on Patreon.com. Show us a little bit of love. Give us some money because we definitely deserve it. That Patreon page is so killer that you'll rub your bird to it on a nightly basis. It's that good.
You won't be able to contain yourself. You'll have to jerk your bird out and go crazy. I mean, that's how much content that we have. So much content that it's massive, and it will massively smack you in the face.
You'll play with your bird so much, pretty soon you'll be looking around for somebody else's bird to play with.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite Filipino bitch, Miss Slatko Fudd, telling you about shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts on TeePublic. There are others, but they all suck. And it's the best goddamn deal on horror shirts you will ever see. New shirts, old shirts, all the in-between shirts. God damn it, fools, go over to shop.deadpit.com. You ain't down with that. You can go to fucking hell.